What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. I'm your host, Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and tonight we have the Portland Trailblazers versus the San Antonio Spurs. I'm joined by my co-host, Gru. I hope you're ready for I'm just kidding around, guys. How you doing? Welcome to TSR Sports. The Portland Trailblazers playing our injured and broken down San Antonio Spurs, out 3 players plus their head coach. But you know what? We're here. We're going to root for the team and hopefully a good game tonight. And hopefully the Spurs can play well at home. I think they have like 8 out of their next 10 games at home. So let's have a good game tonight. J Money, what's going on? Penalty? Do I think Scoot Hazardson still has it in him? He's only in his second year. Did he lose it already? The Twig, good evening to you. Is that Ref Crawford? Or is that that is not Joey Crawford, but I can actually see where he does look a little like him. Good evening, Jared. Thank you for stopping in. And my goodness, I hope the Spurs turn things around tonight. The last 2 games have been rough. Let me rephrase that. The last 7 quarters have been rough. We had that fantastic first quarter versus the Clippers, and then it's just been downhill from there. It's going good. Baby Coyote's in the house. Grogu, little Mikey. Miss TSR's here as well, but she is sick and off in the corner. She does not want to be on camera when she's sick. But she also wanted to watch the game because her boys are playing. Don McClingan for the Blazers and Stefan Castle for the Spurs. She's a UConn alumni. Simons, Kamara, VJ, Grant Eaton. So who? Oh, Shannon Sharp not starting. I wonder if he's out. I did see he was questionable. Tumani Camera? How do you say his name? I don't know. So Sharp not in the starting lineup. A draft pick some Spurs fans wanted a few years ago when he was available. Not available to us. Sharp drafted the same year Sohan was? I'm drawing a blank. Shoot. Anyway. Vassell back next game, so that would be Saturday versus the Jazz. I hope so. It would be, November 9th at that point? The earliest is going to be November 2nd. We're a week past that on November 9th. They don't want to rush him back. We clearly need his offense. And right now we need defense too, because without Jeremy Sohan, our defense is clearly taking a step back. Sharp and Robert Williams both off. Oh, okay. Thanks, J Money. Daniel Barry, good evening to you. By the way, J Money, I see your Bucks are playing tonight. Good luck. I don't know what to say about that team right now. Demisel back on Saturday. Okay. Borgothan, thank you for stopping in. Saturday might be a good day to do a giveaway then. You'll probably be back on the couch. Vassell's back. I mean, she said something. I don't. Can you even say something?
What do you want me to say?
That's good enough. Can you guys even hear her? She said something.
I don't think so. I'm too quiet.
She's very quiet, very very low spoken. I mentioned to you guys last night she's recovering slowly from pneumonia, so she doesn't have much of a voice, not much energy. I don't think there's a Vassell plushie. Can you look that up on Amazon? See if there's a Demisel plushie, because if there is, that would actually be the perfect giveaway, wouldn't it? Demisel coming back. You got the Bucks losing tonight. Is there a Demisel plushie?
There's a Sohan one.
There's a Sohan plushie. Oh, they can hear you.
The hair on the Sohan one is amazing.
I can hear that she's talking, but not what she's saying. I can hear her. Homer says you sound tired.
I'm exhausted.
She is tired. Hopefully Spurs defense will be better than yes. Oh my gosh. Our defense was... both sides of the ball were not pleasant yesterday. John Michael, good evening. What do you think Wemmy needs to improve? What do I think Wemmy needs to do to improve his shot percentage? If he's going to take 5+ threes a game, then he should be shooting 500 threes a day minimum in practice. I think the problem is he's taking shot selection. I don't remember, somebody dropped a stat. There's a certain type of 3 that he makes. I don't remember if it's a step back 3 or sidestep or just walking up and shooting it. But if the ones that are going in the most are the ones he should be using. I don't know. I hate to be simple and Allen Iverson-esque, but practice. I mean, the way you're going to get better at putting the ball in the hoop is by shooting over and over and over again. Of course, sometimes that doesn't happen. Shaq was a terrible free throw shooter his whole career, as is Wilt Chamberlain. Maybe he wasn't practicing. I don't know. Jax Cordy, good evening to you. Bonjour, go Spurs, go. I think also with Wemmy, the issue there's not a Vassell plush. Michael, what's going on? Paul, what's up? My girlfriend's on the floor. She's not feeling well. So she decided to take the floor. She's on some towels. So she's not just literally sitting on the floor. G5, too small. The injuries are hurting. Having Demisel back and Jeremy Sohan, I think, is going to really help the starting lineup. Harrison Barnes lately has kind of disappeared. Chris Paul has been playing better than advertised. As offensively, Barnes needs to be more aggressive. He can't be out there shooting 3 to 4 shots a night. They're showing Keldon Johnson the last 3 games is averaging 15 points a game, shooting 61% from the field. He hasn't taken a 3 his last few games. His 3-point shot has been off this year, so if he's just going to drive and score, and so be it.
There's a Keldon Johnson one in the number 3 jersey.
There's a Keldon Johnson plushie?
In a 3 jersey.
So Johnson has one, and Sohan has one, but Vassell doesn't?
Yeah. So far, I'm still going through them.
Michael, we've been horrible from 3 as a team for a while. The dribble 3 the most. Okay. We could win tonight. Doesn't mean we will. Funky Homer, good evening to you. Sean, what's going on? A fellow co-workers in the chat. Sean, I actually have somebody here that looks like you a little bit. He does. That's not an insult. Hey, looking like Jean-Luc Picard is not the worst thing. So, Sean, your avatar is here. Now let me just throw him across the room and... I'm just kidding. Who do the Rockets even have? I mean, you just named them right there. That's some of them. Have we gotten a timeline on Sohan injury? I'm seeing January. Looks like January. GL77, go Spurs to you. KSH, no, let's not blow a 40-point lead. And James Espinoza, I'm hearing Vassell back Saturday. I haven't heard that from any Spurs websites like Spurs Talk, Era Almo, or Pounding the Rock. That's what people are saying in the chat. I'm going to take that as is, and that should be a huge boost because offensively, we're one of the worst in the NBA. And now with Sohan out, our defense is now going back as well. Paul Tank says, "Hi Rich, what do you think could be the reason why the Spurs are low in standing?" Well, let's look what's happening right now. Demisel out at the start of the season. Trey Jones gets injured in game 1? Greg Popovich out indefinitely. And then Jeremy Sohan breaks his thumb. Having all 4 of those, would we be a great team? No. I'm not going to sit here and act like we're an NBA Finals contender with everybody being back. But are we better? And I was talking to Miss TSR today about this. Chris Paul's been playing very well. Is it possible his offense hurts Wemby? If you guys remember last year, Wemby was getting down the other end a lot. He was getting dunks before their team would be ready. Have defenses figured it out? Or is Chris Paul's half-court offense, where he's setting everything up and it takes a while to get going, not good for Wemby, whereas Trey Jones was pushing the pace last year? I'm not saying Trey Jones is a better point guard than Chris Paul, but does Trey Jones' style fit Wemby's style better than Chris Paul? Think about it. I don't know.
It's a real question.
It is a real question. But Sound finishing, it says back Saturday. Okay. Hanover Fist, good evening to you. Castle starting again. I hope he plays better. I don't think we're tanking for flag, but we're playing bad right now. Sean, you got 2 of your guys going tonight. Don't forget Donovan Clingan is the backup center for the Portland Trailblazers. DeAndre Ayton is a starter. Klingan's not taking that role over probably anytime soon. But you never know. William Juby, what's up? He said Cardi looks well-rested and pumped for his second game in 2 nights. He is well-rested. I mean, look at him. He's looking good. He's looking happy. Boop. Champagne, Barnes, Wembanyama, Castle, and Paul are the starters for the Spurs. Is Chris Paul filing for Medicare soon? Ouch. Come on now. I don't think he's even 40 yet. I think he's 39. 2 same generous Spurs, Anthony Edwards, and Justin Jefferson. Did they, Kyle? I did not know that. Is Devin playing with the Austin Spurs tomorrow? Jack, good evening to you, and I didn't see the Jean Morant thing. Stephen Castle rocking the Pineapple Power, and just think, when Castle and Devin back, they're both going to be rocking the pineapple hair. We're going to have double pineapples in the house. Good evening, Jason. Thank you for stopping in. Federal Flavix, aloha. And go Spurs, go to everybody. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious, and it does help the channel pop. Show them what it looks like. Go Spurs, go. Go Spurs, go. Thank you, Pop. Hope to see you on the court soon. Players are on the court, and away we go. Spurs win the jump ball, and let's get a nice win.
Jared likes him some pineapples.
I'm not a big fan of pineapples.
I love pineapple. I bought some.
Mick, good evening. Castle out 3-point line. Hopefully Castle can get it going a little better than he did last night. 0 assists, was struggling with his shot. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Spurs. 5 on the shot clock. My clock's a little ahead. We'll fix that, of course. Can someone out, please? Do we not get the ball in bounds or something? Are you a little ahead of me? Chris Paul gets it into Castle. Castle with the jumper off the glass. Hey!
Yay!
Stefan Castle, 1 for 1 from the floor. There we go, exactly. I don't like pineapples, Jared. I do like dried pineapples. And Wemby, blocked by Wemby. There's number 1 on Kamara. Toumani Kamara. What an interesting name. He thought he was going to dunk the ball, and Wemby said, "Get out of here, young man." All right, Sean, enjoy the... Wait, who's playing who's the NFL game tonight? I don't know who's playing, but if you got one, you can let me know. Victor Wembanyama leads the NBA in blocks per game now, 3.75. I wouldn't be shocked if he averages around 4 this year. 3.9, 4, 4.1, kind of in that range. Bengals and Ravens. The Bengals are pretty bad this year, aren't they? And now a steal by Wemby. Playing some Wemby slinging the D tonight. That's some 7-foot 3D as well. Champagny for 3. Good! Miss TSR's favorite player is Julian Champagny.
No.
Maybe?
No.
Fresh Zero, what's going on? I know. Who is your favorite player? Is it Castle?
Obviously.
Okay, I don't know. That's a miss for the Blazers. Spurs ball. It should be a good game, though, and it's a division game, so that will be a good one. Paul turns the ball over. Picked off by Anthony Simons. Simon gives an alley-oop to Ayton, and Ayton alley-oops a layup in. The oop was a little off, but he still was able to finish at the rim. Spurs trying to get it up quick in transition, but the Spurs do get back in time. CP3 over to Castle. Castle fakes the 3. Castle gets into the paint. Gets it to Barnes. Barnes with the layup. And hey, Castle has an assist already.
That was pretty.
Did you say that was pretty?
Yeah.
Words I don't use to describe basketball play. Maybe pretty good, but not pretty. Ayton's wide open for 3, Swish. We do like leaving guys wide open for 3, by the way. We're pretty good at that. That's right, BBZ. That's how I roll. No, William Jubia's her favorite. Kellen comes off the bench, just Max. Still coming off the bench. Castle's going to take a straight-up 3. Back rim, no good. Ayton with the rebound. That was a clean pass, Marmalade. 7-5, 9.5 minutes to go. Simons on a nice pass to Ayton. Spurs recover on defense. Who's this dude? Oh, it's Avija. He's going to pull up for a jumper. Gets it and 1. What? I couldn't remember who. I forgot he was on their team. She thinks Castle is pretty.
I do.
Castle didn't like that foul. Did he get him? A little touch foul. Touch foul. We match the football. Good evening. William Juby. I forgot he was on the Blazers too when I checked the roster today. I was like, wait, DeAndre Ayton's on the Blazers? Missed the free throw though. Ball don't lie. Castle bring it up for the Spurs, and I think the Spurs are going to have him run point here and there. Castle looking to get it to Wemby. Going to get it to Wemby in the post. Wemby's going to drive baseline. Throws it out to Barnes. Barnes with the layup. Just misses, but he does get fouled. Nice to see Barnes with much more movement. Yeah. Is it pronounced Abdia? So the J is silent? Or J is a... Is it Abdia? I have no idea. I just call him Denny's. Yeah, we needed that one to go in, Borgas, and that layup we needed. But I'm glad Barnes is attacking the rim. I'm glad he's moving. That was a big... I missed the layup. Not the layup. Missed the free throw. One of the big strengths with Doug McDermott, besides his three-point shooting, is very good with moving without the ball. And a lot of times he would go baseline, cutting backdoor, and get a layup. So I'd like to see that from Barnes. Move without the ball, keep the defense honest, stop defenders from sagging off on Wemby. Or anybody else for that matter. Watching from Belgium, William Axett. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. I love all of you. Hurt by last night's loss. That shot's no good. Julian Champagny with the rebound. Wemby's a great passer. Champagny's going to pull up for three. And that's what I don't like about today's NBA is when you have the ball, you're bringing up the court, and you just fire a three off with like 20 seconds on the shot clock. Unless you're Steph Curry. Jeremy Grant from the elbow. Or when you have a fast break and you stop and pop a three. You have a 3-on-1 and you shoot a three. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. That's stuff you do on the court with your friends, not stuff you do in the NBA. Wemby, pull-up jumper. No good. Wave Goblin, Go Spurs, go to you. Okay, the twig. I did not know that. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Blazers. We have about 8 minutes to go. Blazers are up 9-8. Thank you, Emac. It says, people, get the likes up. Have you hit the thumbs up yet, Miss TSR?
When you put jail on.
When I put jail on. Jail for Jean-Luc Picard. I'll have to show you guys something at the next timeout. Simon's with the bar now, guarded by Castle. Stops, pops. That was fine defense, just a good shot. Dragon, good evening. We probably find someone went for an offensive rebound. Talking about the Spurs. Yes, Yo-Yo, Go Spurs, go to you. Castle with the ball. Gets it to Wemby. Wemby guarded by Ian. Will drop it off to Champagny. Champagny's going to drive in the paint. Tosses across court to Barnes. Back to CP3. Back to Castle. 5 seconds on the clock. Back to Champagny for a corner three. All right, Julian. Whoa, that's the wrong team.
That was the weirdest.
That was a good move by Julian. Nice to see him hitting shots again. He had a funky Cole Medina stretch. Kamara with the shot from the corner, no good. Spurs ball can take the lead back with 7:11 on the game clock. CP3 over to Barnes. Barnes out in three-point land. Back to CP. CP3PO. Over to Champagny. Champagny just drops the ball. As soon as I give him a compliment, he just turns it over. William made a good point. JLP reference. While the Blazers, not the Spurs, have a player named Klingon. 8 into the paint, turn around, little mini jump hook type shot, dump throw. Gabriel, good evening. UConn women's team up 67-21 in the third quarter.
Say 67-21.
67-21.
Holy.
Gabriel, I'm doing great, thank you. Wemby with the ball right now in three-point lane, gets double teamed briefly. 7 on the shot clock. Back to Chris Paul. Over to Barnes. Barnes is going to drive in the paint. Stops, pops. No good. Gets his own miss. And the putback is good. Barnes being aggressive tonight, and that's good because he has disappeared offensively the last couple games. Just Max, I do think Keldon Johnson scored 10+. Is Hulk giving you issues? Alley-oop to Ayton, and a slam dunk from DeAndre Ayton, who is outplaying Wemby so far, and we're going to have a timeout by Mitch Johnson. I keep wanting to say timeout Pop, but he's not there.
The Hulk likes it when Barnes gets angry.
Connor, what's going on? So, I thought we were supposed to be Lob City 2.0 as well, but it ain't happening. So, speaking of Universal stuff, I realized what we have going on here on the couch.
Oh, meeting of the minds.
A meeting of the minds for sure. We have, headband Grogu, but it's still Grogu. So we have the Star Wars universe represented. And then we have Captain Jean-Luc Picard, Nanu. And representing another universe, a Guardian of the Galaxy. Look at that.
Only here on TSR
Only here on TSR Sports. You guys see anything? No, TSR, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. What, did somebody put something weird in the chat?
No, I'm just laughing at you.
Oh, okay. I don't think we're tanking. We just... Injuries. Alex, don't have anything. This is a live play-by-play reaction or live play-by-play in Scoreboard, but I don't promote any type of illegal streaming site, so I'm sorry. Won't be able to help you there. Good luck finding something, though, and if you end up hanging out here, thank you for being here. The Blazers want. They probably do. We're not. Free J, I hope you're right. We are home. And that is a baby group. Juwan says, lobs only work when the screener sets a good screen. Webby isn't good at setting screens. Not the best. Rich, a 7-game series. Who wins the Spurs or OKC in the playoffs? The current teams? The Thunder. Coyote's not from space. He does levitate, but he's not from space. Oop. Yes, the new Avengers. JL, Groot, and Grogu. 100% of Stargate movies are trash. Less than 100% of Star Trek movies are trash. I don't know. Ben Yoda? I don't know. I'll tell you. Greg, good evening, says, good evening, Richard the Lionhearted, Headband, Grogu, Captain Picard, Groot, Baby Coyote, Miss TSR, and Bear. And Bear is here. He's just sleeping. All right, Dylan. I'll show him the game. You asked for it. Sucker! Coyotes from space. Little known Spurs lore. That's how we're able to get Wendy.
No, because in the new commercial, he realizes Wendy's an alien.
This is true for EJ. I did see the new HEB commercial with the aliens.
It's so good.
Oh, hallelujah. Zach Collins is in. Spurs down by 2. So certainly not an insurmountable lead. Keldon's also checked in for San Antonio. Castle's still in there, and Castle's going to be running the point right now. 4 on the shot clock. He's just going to launch a 3. Back rim, no good. Not really the shot we're looking for.
No.
Especially from somebody I think that's sub 20% from beyond the arc right now. Pulp jumper down the other end is no good. It is Zach Collins with the rebound. It's Scoot Henderson. Scoot Henderson with the shot. Zach over to Champagny. Champagny starts to drive, gets it to Malachi Branham is checked in for the Spurs. Back to Zach, over to Castle, 10 on the shot clock. Castle with a nice pass to Branham in the paint, and Branham will get the little jumper.
That was a really nice pass.
I can't believe Cleveland's 9-0. Free J, that is Miss TSR Gilby in the background. She's not feeling well. Still struggling with the pneumonia, so she was not feeling up to being on camera tonight. That's a miss by Ayton, and it's Spurs ball. Malachi Branham will bring it up the court, and the Spurs can take the lead. Branham will take off, gets to the elbow. Instead, will defer to Keldon. Keldon's going to drive in the paint, pass it out to Collins. Collins drives, throws it back out to Champagny. Nobody wants to shoot the ball, apparently. Champagny will take a running shot. It's an air ball.
Was that a shot?
That was a shot, and not a good one. That's a foul on Keldon. Keldon has bear hugged the offensive player coming at him. Was that Denny's? Was that my man Denny's? Williams says, oh, dang, TSR, Miss TSR, hope you have a fast recovery.
Thank you.
Veronica's in the chat. She says, hi, Rich Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations. Did she nail it?
Yeah, she did.
Is it? Okay. Miss TSR's voice is better than no Miss TSR.
Aw, thanks.
Dylan said prayers up for Pop and Miss TSR. Aw. Thanks, Dylan.
I suspect Pop is a lot sicker than I am.
You're getting some get well soons in the chat from everybody.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. You tell them I said thank you.
She says thank you if you can't hear her. Look, pneumonia's no joke.
It's kicking my ass.
It's kicked in her butt. 1 of 2 from the line. And the Blazers get the offensive rebound. Why do we give up so many offensive rebounds on a missed free throw?
That's an excellent question.
Box out, you bums. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding about the box out part. The bum part I am. That 3 is an in and out burger for Denny. And Keldon with the ball almost stepped out of bounds. Gets to the Castle, back to Keldon. Zach Collins with the ball, drives in the paint, throws it up off the glass. It's good. I'm about to sneeze. Michael, thankfully the Blazers offense is kind of slow tonight too. And Twig says, get well soon, Miss TSR.
Thank you.
Zach Collins with the drive. Elias, Pop's health. Oh, nice steal by Champagny. Castle's going to have a fast break dunk. He goes in and throws it down.
Thunder.
Justice.
Did you say look at Sohan's stupid hair? I forgot to start my clock, so we'll get it good. Thank you, Jason. Overall, Arrow, I'd like to see, yes, much closer shots. Read today that Basel could return Saturday home versus the Jazz. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm very interested in flatulent gate a class. Oh, well, Gilberto, hello from Phoenix. That's a Spurs fan. Are we last in total points per game now? What? You got to be kidding me. Rockman says get better as well, Miss TSR.
Thank you.
With a hug.
She's so sweet.
We're up by 3. We're up by 3. I'll take it. I want to check basketball reference. Are we dead last in offense right now?
We suck.
That would be awful. We got the 50 thumbs up, by the way. Let's see if we can get to 69 next. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just throwing that number out there. If you're not going to do it for me, do it for Captain Jean-Luc Picard. That's right.
I'm really enjoying having him up there today.
Well, I have an El Capitan flying the ship. All right. Pulling up the Spurs on basketball reference. Pulling up this year, 2024-25. Points per game. 104.4. 30th.
Make it so, make it so.
We have the worst offense in the NBA. Scoring wise. Offensive rating, we're 28th. But we do score the least amount of points per game. Our defense did drop to 6, so we're still top 10 defense, which I think that number is going to keep falling without Jeremy Sohan. But dang. We score the least amount of points per game. That's the thing.
Greg said make it so.
Make it so.
William Juby said dead last in offense when we better start launching more threes, especially from just beyond half court.
What if JL says this? Nanu nanu.
That's not what JL said.
To infinity and beyond.
Honey, that's wrong.
I actually did do that. I was say, what Jean-Luc Picard say? I was like, does he say to infinity and beyond? And I was like, wait a minute.
That's Toy Story.
That's Buzz Lightyear.
Yes.
I don't think Klingon's played yet. He's in the game now. DeAndre Ayton had been in there. Well, Sohan's hair. Oh, he's got a giant cast on his thumb. He's not going to be able to play with it. He probably could play with it. They're not going to let him.
No, that surgery takes months to heal.
Kokoshiba, we don't have somebody scoring 20 points per game. Not even Wemby. Jason says feel better soon as well. Sohan with the thumbs up. Yep. And a miss down the other by the Blazers. I think that was a miss by Klingon. Castle's going to take it into the paint. Throws up the layup. Stefan Castle. Except for the three-point shooting, has looked decent today. And one bad pass. Scoot Henderson in the paint. Layup good. Hope Castle destroys his ex-BFF Klingon. Castle bringing up for the Spurs 3 minutes to go. The Spurs are up by 3, 21-18. Zach Collins now with the ball. You get to Malachi Branham. Branham pull up from the free throw line is good. All right, pull tank. You know, I should grow my hair like Stefan Castles. I don't know. That was a setting up a Kawhi laugh. That's a miss by the Blazers. I didn't see who shot it. Sorry, it was Klingon missed it. Okay, Spurs ball. Kellen's going to take it at Klingon, throws it up off the glass, and scores on him. Suck it, Klingon. Just kidding. Kellen has been extremely efficient from two-point land this year. Not so much three-point land, but his two-point percentage has been... That three is no good. Klingon's going to dive for the... or not, jump for the ball and gets it in. Nice save. Still with the Blazers. And this pull-up jumper is no good. Klingon with an offensive rebound. And he misses the putback. Castle bring the ball for the Spurs. Gets it up to Malachi Branham. Branham's going to drive in the paint. Throws up the layup. Off the front rim. No good. He is going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. And the Spurs are up by 7. Paige Bucher's 13, 4, and 7. Nice. Would you make a trade to make up the lit? Elias, I don't know. Trade Zach Collins. There you go.
Has no value.
William Juby said, "Suck it, Klingon," by Jean-Luc Picard.
I know I saw that.
Actually, that's fairly
That's
fairly accurate. Touche, sir. Brandon's first free throw, good, and the Spurs are, well, you know what? I don't think we can get too excited about a Spurs lead at any point this year.
No.
For those of you that are fans, Sandro Mamakhelishvili is checking into the game. So is Blake Wesley. Blake is apparently playing backup point guard after being in the doghouse for a couple games. Is back getting minutes. I think once Trey Jones comes back, his minutes are going to be eliminated. He just can't shoot. He has no shot.
You can tell Avalanche you made dinner tonight.
Devin will be back hopefully Saturday. Shannon Sharp, pull up Jay from the free throw line is good. 27-20, minute and a half to go. Jared, you didn't miss anything special. Well, the Spurs just turned it over. Yes, Sandra Mamakhelishvili. Don't forget, because I know a lot of you looking at the chat, and hey, I get it. Nobody wants to look at my stupid face.
I do.
She wants to look at my stupid face, but nobody else does. The players on the court are over on the right side of your screen. Blazers up top, Spurs on the bottom. And I think we have a bear sighting. We do have a bear sighting. That pull-up J is no good by... Who's that? Jeremy Grant. I'm going to show Mr. Bear. My team is TSR briefly for a second. Maybe not. Maybe the lamp's in the way. There he is. There's Mr. Actually, Selena's covering you up. You can see your feet. There's Mr. Bear. Wagging his tail.
There's Hulk.
I don't think anybody could see you. If they did, barely saw you.
Okay.
Dog. Yes, dog in the house. Go Bear, go from Greg.
Bear's very popular.
Free J, yes, I can show you the game again. Here you go.
Sucker!
Made both free throws by Grant. It's 27-22 and a minute to go. Look at all the hate dogs in the chat. Mama would a long three. Mamakhelishvili's three-point shooting has been on.
I like him.
Miguel, good morning from the Philippines. Uncle Vic, indeed, I agree. Good morning. Can I pet that dog? I don't know. I can get him to go through the camera. I don't think it works like that.
Klingon.
Sharp with a miss. Klingon almost with the rebound. The Spurs take it away. He wanted a foul. Not today, buddy. Wesley flies into the paint, gets it to Mamu, and Mamu's not ready for the pass. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's off Portland. Klingon doing a whole lot of complaining. He can just get out there and play. Casimir, that is Selena to my right, your left. His three-point shooting looked great in the preseason, and it's carried over into the regular season. Wemby with the ball out on three-point land. Pick and roll with Mamu. He's going to take a three. Okay. That was a high arcer, by the way. Blazers ball. There is a 4.5 second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the Spurs are up by 11. Klingon in the paint. Passes it out. That three-point attempt's no good. And Kelvin. What's up with us fouling three-point shooters lately?
He's stupid.
Yuki Kamamura. I don't know enough about him to make a comment at this point. When we've been practicing, Borgas, he should be taking 5 million threes a game. Death taxing somebody has to restore each game. Bengals 7, Ravens 0. Thank you. Fouling a three-point. Yes, it is a dumb foul. I can't defend Keldon on that one. I cannot defend Mike Johnson. Blazers are in the bonus. Whatever. Shot clock is off. How many points does Wemby have? Is that his first points, or did he have a 2 already? I don't remember. Those are Wemby's first points. He's taken 2 shots, 3 points, 1 rebound. What's up with Wemby's rebounding dropping off lately? He's got 1 rebound in the first quarter. Klingon's already got 3. Are you checking for a flagrant on this? They're reviewing something, guys. Kelvin should know better, but should. 33-22, and it's an official review. We max it. I wouldn't say he's necessarily allowing people to grab rebounds, but to be 7-4 and have 1 rebound.
Flagrant foul.
Flagrant. Flagrant on Kelvin.
Mikey.
He can't be boxing out. He's a great shot blocker. The fans that said he's going to average 15 rebounds a game, I don't think he'll ever be that guy. He's out on the perimeter too much, too. Well, hey to you, Andrew. Kelvin with the flagrant. The old double F. Flagrant foul. First free throw is good for Jeremy Grant. So the most points, I did hear this during one of the Spurs games. You can't have more than 4 points on a possession. So he missed that free throw. I was going to say if he made both the flagrant free throw fouls, then he would only get 2 free throws. Well, if he made you can't get 5 points on a possession. All right, so he just took 3. So now they're getting possession? I don't know. I don't understand some of these flagrant rules. Yeah, Kelvin got a flagrant. Raider Paul, good evening to you. Elias, a lot of Spurs fans have said that maybe the weight gain is throwing him off. Homer says when he is scared to leave his PC because when he leaves and comes back, the 10-point leads turn into 10-point deficits. 2-1-0 in the house, nice. Getting flagrant to Texas Sohan's job. Penalty exactly. The Jaja rule, if you will. So the Spurs aren't going to get the last shot. The Blazers are going to actually hold for it. 33-24. Good first quarter for the Spurs. Under 4 seconds to go. Simon's going to take a 3. Oof. Half a second left. Castle going to launch another midcourt 3 and miss, tanking his 3-point percentage. I don't know if he even got the shot off, did he? Has he taken 2 threes in the game?
There was one game, I think, that he did.
No, has he taken 2 threes in this game?
I don't know.
I think he only took 1, which means a half-court shot went against him.
I think he took another one at the beginning and missed it.
He took 2 already? Okay.
I think so.
I hope so because, listen, it's not all about stats, but if you keep chucking end-of-quarter threes from half-court, it's going to tank your 3-point percentage. I mean, it's already in the tank. It's going to tank it more.
But then it could be deceivingly low, and that would be good.
Deceivingly low is good?
If people will underestimate him thinking it's worse than it is.
But it's already bad.
I know.
It's going from bad to extra bad.
Better, but then still, go team, go.
Castle's taken 3 threes now, so they did count that one? Oh, boy. Exactly. Play yourself in the name. GSP, George St. Pierre? Beavis? Andrew, well, hey to you. Kelvin giving Portland 5 points. Yes, Michael, actually, yeah. That becoming a 5-point swing.
That's frustrating.
We were up by 11, and now we're up by 6. Bad foul. Can't defend it. It's a bad foul.
Yeah.
But you know what? We'll get a Go Spurs go up in the chat. I haven't hit one of those in a while. There we go. Nem, me too. It's a young team. It's a team that's dealing with a lot of adversity right now. Their head coach is out, plus 3 players, including 2 starters. Yeah, tough times for the Spurs. No, Williams. So if you remember last year, I'm sure a lot of you do, the team started 3-2 and beat the Suns twice, and we're all thinking, holy moly. I think Wemby had, like a 36-point game against the Suns or 38-point game. We're thinking, hey, our days of losing are over. And then we went on a team record 18-game losing streak,
So
which I called 17 of. I missed one because I had an eye injury. I could not see. But that was probably my least favorite stretch ever as a Spurs content creator. It was not fun, especially once it got into double digits. I think you even started saying I was getting miserable. I was not handling trolls well because
No, you were cranky.
I was definitely cranky. Don't remember last year. Good. Don't.
I disagree with you, Max.
Thank you, T-Gun, for hitting a thumbs up. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Wemby might not be a center. But don't remember last year. That's the way to do it. Keith, good evening to you. Traveling on the Blazers. Turn over. You remember the Rockets thing that got us to 18 in a row? I actually don't. Is that the one I missed? Did I miss the 18th game of the losing streak?
No,
Good.
You were like in a black, like you were like rage blackout.
Harrison Barnes out in three-point lane. Gets it to Wemby. Wemby's going to drive in the paint. And boom! Was one!
Thunder. Dunk of justice.
That's what we need. Some nasty Wemby with defenders around him. Got Klingon on him. Klingon fouls him. I mean, he was ahead of Klingon, but take it to the hole. He's got Jeremy Grant on him, who's a smaller player. Height-wise, at least. Wemby's free throw. Wemby's shooting with that free throw, I think around 94% from the free throw line, which is phenomenal for a big man. Alas, I don't think we're going to have it. Oh, yeah. I think Chris Paul or Harrison Barnes will be traded before the All-Star break. They're veterans. I think they're going to want to play for a contender, especially if we're significantly under 500. I don't see either being here long-term. As far as any of the young players, as much as I see trade Keldon, trade Zach Collins, they don't have a lot of trade value. Wemby with the ball right now, zips it out to Barnes for three from the corner. No good. Scoot Henderson gets the rebound, gets it up the court to Grant. Grant's going to take it, and he's going to throw it down. That's true. 94% is phenomenal for anybody. Yes, you're right. But especially phenomenal for a big guy. Barnes going to drive on Donovan Klingon. Gets by him, reverse layup. That was a nice job. Klingon's a phenomenal shot blocker.
You're pretty good.
He is good, but Barnes used his body to shield him. Oh, quick three down the other end. Swish. Who launched that all quick like? Shannon Sharp. Welcome to the NBA, Klingon. Klingon D's nuts. Wow.
Y'all need to back off my boy.
Wemby runs into Grant. Blocking foul. Klingon D's French nuts. Wow. They're going at your boy.
They need to lay off my boy.
For dinner, I made shrimp and a vegetable. And we split a package of Reese's Pieces.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Yeah, Reese's Pieces are the candies, you're right. Peanut Butter Cups. Two different things. I tried to get the ball to Wemby, and that's a turnover. He was partially double teamed on that. That was probably not the best pass to making that situation. Jeremy Grant, one-on-one with Barnes, will dump it off to Scoot. Scoot's going to scoot his way into the paint and passes it right out when he saw Wemby standing there. Shannon Sharp to Henderson. And Wemby blocks Scoot. Duh, he's over a foot taller. Pretty sure that counts as a block. Wow, these two teams are not good at shooting threes. Blazers are 34%. We shoot 32% as a team. Wemby from the elbow. We'll pass it out to Wesley. Wesley's going to take off. Gets into the paint. Did he travel? Foul? No, this is a foul on the Spurs.
What?
3 second on this. Wow, you do not hear that much. Klingon dis French wee wee? What?
They need to lay off my boy.
Klingon to your family and loved ones? That's better.
I don't tell them to lay off.
No 40-year-old man should lead the team in scoring. That's fact. And Klingon D's again. Oh my gosh.
They need to stop.
You're making Miss TSR upset. And a turnover by Shannon Sharp. Good luck catching Blake Wesley in transition. See ya, dunk. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Thunder. Dunk of justice.
That is one thing I'll say about Blake Wesley. If he gets out in front of you in transition, forget it. And that's a three for the Blazers while I was playing the Thunder dunk of justice. If he could just turn that speed into more production on offense and develop a shot of some sort. Wemby with the ball, guarded by Grant. Over to Wesley. Wesley back to Wemby. He stepped out of bounds. Yes, he did. That's a turnover we've been seeing a lot in the NBA the last few years.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not know where you're on the court?
I think their feet are so big they don't know where their feet are.
Wemby's got huge feet. Shannon Sharp had no chance of catching Blake Wesley there in the open court. Klingon's built like a refrigerator. He has the ball right now. Wemby's guarding Klingon. Klingon should be able to muscle Wemby around in the paint, one would think. Pull up Jay's good. I think that's Grant again. It's a 3-point game with 8.5 to go. We need a wild Argentinian drafted in the second round. Andrew wants to know how your day was. Barnes for 3. Nope. It was good. Jeremy Grant with the ball again, taking it. Harrison Barnes drives into the paint. Pull up Jay. That one's a little short. Klingon with an offensive board. Wemby's going to have a hard time boxing him out. I think Klingon outweighs him by about 30 or 40 pounds.
Probably 30 pounds.
Scoot Henderson misses a three-pointer. The shot clock expiring. Blake into the paint in transition.
That was pretty.
There we go. All right, Blake. Prove me wrong that you're going to lose all your minutes when Trey Jones comes back. I do like Blake Wesley. Just his lack of a shot is...
Did you see that UConn women's score?
Jeremy Grant drives in the paint. Gets a layup. Did I see what?
UConn women.
86 to 32. That's a terrible game to watch. Kelvin's going to take a three. In and out. His three-point shooting has dropped off this year. And we do need Jeremy and Dev. Josiah. Missed down the other end. Kelvin with the rebound. He'll get it to CP3, who's checked back in for the Spurs. 7:10 to go. 42-39, which has been a competitive first half. Wemby's going to drive into the paint. Takes it at Klingon. Throws it up. And now Klingon and Kelvin get tied up. And it's going to be a jump ball. Trey Jones has only played one game. Sprained his ankle in the first game. Number 0 isn't working for Kelvin. No.
No, it's not.
Bucks down 42-35. They are. But here's the thing. They fought for the ball. They call it the watch for the whistle, and then they
Patted each other on the
yeah.
back and
That's how it should be. It's like
it is.
you go for it, you try hard, and then when the refs call the whistle, you stop playing and say, okay, hey, good hustle. Klingon should absolutely own this jump ball. If your boy loses this, Spurs got it. Kellen drives in the paint, throws up a high layup, no good. Klingon definitely affected that shot. Down the other end, we have a three. That is no good. Kamara shot that. I haven't said his name in a while. I had to think about that. Blake Wesley will drive in the paint and drive right back out. Over to Kelvin. Back to Malachi Brandon, who's checked in for the Spurs. Whack Collins is back in the game. Brandon from the free throw line kicks it out to Wesley. 4 on the shot clock.
Somebody shoot.
Wesley drives in the paint, gets it to Collins, and Collins will throw it down.
Thunder. 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 Dome of justice.
What just happened is Blake Wesley drove in the paint. Klingon rotated to go for what potentially was a shot block, leaving Zach Collins, and Wesley passed it to him, which you should do, and got the easy score. Scoop Henderson in the paint, turn around near the elbow, bounces off the front rim, and then bounces in. 6 minutes to go. We still have a 3-point game. We are all hoping Devin's back on Saturday. We need him.
Yeah, we do.
Wesley with the ball again. He's been very active in the second quarter. Bounces back to Collins. He's going to take a three. Okay.
What is that going on?
Zach Collins.
All of a sudden, she can play?
I guess he's trying to chump your boy. And alley-oop to Klingon is way over his head. Fight for the ball on the miss. And Spurs ball. Wesley will bring it up the court. Drives in the paint. Passes it out to Branham for three. Okay. I feel a timeout's coming, and there's a timeout. All right. Wemby and Collins traded shooting percentages. Kind of feels like that. Thunder 3 of thoroughness. Second unit is holding up tonight. It is Hanover Fist.
That's good.
50 to 41. I don't know what Blake Wesley's doing. Was he flexing?
No, he was making a W.
Spurs play best when Wemby takes 10 shots or less per game. Michael Thomas. Wow, that is a bold statement. I'm like what I see in the Blake Wesley tonight.
Yeah.
San Antonio Hotspur, yes. He's streaky. You're starting to sound not good. Did you bring your cough thing in?
I'm going to go take more medicine.
Okay. Miss TSR is not feeling well at all. If you can hear her, she's seen better days. But Spurs are up by 9.
You make it sound like I'm dying.
You're not dying. You sound like you are. You make you sound like you're dying. Zach shooting 34% from 3. Not great, not the worst. That's better than the team average, though. The team average is 32%. Now, let's be honest. That percentage is brought way down because of Wemby and Stefan Castle, if we're being honest. Wemby's a high-volume three-point shooter, but not a high-volume maker. By the way, can we get to 100 thumbs up before halftime? We're at 79. We have plenty of people in here to do that. And if you would like to become an official sponsor of TSR Sports, all you have to do is hit the thumbs up. That's it, to be a sponsor. And we're going to be doing another giveaway. Maybe if Devin's back Saturday, we'll give away a baby Wemby on Saturday. So also different. You don't have to pay to be a member or anything to be part of the giveaways. You just have to be a sponsor. And to be a sponsor, you just hit the thumbs up. See what I did there? Is Scoot Henderson having a worse year this year? Planet? Because he did have a rough rookie season. I don't know if he's a bust. Collins plus 17. What? The Dyer's good evening to you, but I really want to be one of those channels where I financially can't be giving out giveaways every game or big giveaways. Some folks joke like, give out a car or a house. I'm like, I don't have that ability, but I kind of want to be that type of thing where it's like anybody can win. Free J said, please get well soon. She's trying.
I'm trying really hard.
Kevin, anybody, NBA, it's better to watch out for Wembanyama. What do you mean? Rolio, good evening to you. Portland bust magnet. Wemby's just in a funk right now. I checked his stats last season. He started slow then too. He might be one of those players that just starts slow and as the season progresses gets better. That's a bucket for Portland, 50-43. Callan drives in the paint and loses the ball. Turnover. Blazers on the run. Bit of a Euro step in the paint and a miss by Delano Banton. Blazers get the ball back. Now they're going to kick it out for three. That is no good. A fight for the rebound, and finally it falls into the hands of Blake Wesley. He'll get it up to Kellen. 4.5 minutes to go. The clock's slightly behind. We'll get it fixed. Wesley out in three-point lane, drives into the paint. Zips it to Kellen going back door. Kellen with the reverse layup. There you go. Blake is looking good tonight. I like what I'm seeing out of him. DeAndre Ayton's back in the lane. He's got Keldon on him. Huge mismatch, and Ayton easily scores in the paint off the glass. Keldon has 7 rebounds in 10 minutes, Aiken? I didn't realize he was boarding that well tonight. All right. Nice save by Zach Collins to stop the turnover. Gets it to Wesley. Wesley will throw it down. Nice pass by Zach Collins. Wesley going baseline. Boom! Shaka raka.
Thunder, thunder, thunder. Thunder, dunk of justice.
Wesley's so fast that he could get more movement off the ball, like Doug McDermott. I mentioned Dougie earlier. He was really good moving without the ball and getting baseline and getting those reverse layups and dunks. And Ayton winning an easy layup in the paint is nobody's around him. Michael, they are moving the ball good. I'm not going to call it the beautiful game yet, but they're moving the ball around pretty good right now. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Spurs, 54-47. They're showing that Collins and Wesley play right now. Collins up by the three-point line and just a nice bounce pass right to Wesley.
Really nice pass.
His defender didn't even follow him at all. Malachi Branham will get it out to Wesley. Wesley takes off in the paint, kicks it out to Collins, who's wide open for three. No good. OG NBA Jam, William, I think it was Robinson and Elliott. Welcome to NBA Jam. And now a foul on Leslie, and he's not liking it. Ayton uses his height, Wemby don't. At times, it's hard to argue that. And I hope that changes. We have a timeout. We have seen Wemby have huge.
Babe, did you see Free J's comment about Pop?
No, I didn't.
Mitch Johnson said earlier that he's talked to him and he's doing better, but there's no time.
No timetable. Okay. It's obviously a serious medical condition because they're extremely under wraps. He's out indefinitely. Shams reported that it was something serious, so I don't like to speculate, but probably something bad enough that an ambulance took him to the ER. And he is 75. Let's not forget that. the beautiful game, I mean, that's... We probably won't see anything like that again, but look at who we had at that time. Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, all in the Hall of Fame. Kawhi Leonard, say what you will, future Hall of Famer. I can't imagine he's not getting in the Hall of Fame. A two-time NBA Finals MVP, multiple-time All-Star, two-time Defensive Player of the Year. Sure, he's missed 8 bajillion games. He's probably getting in the Hall of Fame. Plus a lot of great role players. Good evening, Cowboy X Factor. Thank you for stopping in. By the way, we're up by 7, so let's get a Go Spurs go on up on the screen. You know what? You know who else looks like Pop? He looks like Pop a little bit, doesn't he?
No, it does not.
He looks like Pop a little bit. That's not a bad thing. You're welcome, Cowboy X Factor. I voted in the middle. I think 4 to 6 is a good number. 7+ seems too much. 1 to 3 probably a little too little. Boris Diaw, Danny Green. A lot of good role players. More like Mr. He does look like Mr. Clean there as well. Hello there. Someone please tell Collins to stop effing switching every single screen like it's not even a hard screen. He absolutely just... We're still in a timeout, but a good first half of the Spurs so far. And you know what? We're up by 7, and a quiet night from Wemby.
Other people stepping up.
A lot of people are stepping up. It's what we need. JG, he's having a quiet game so far. Can't for what? So the new you know what? I should plug that real quick.
Wait, but tell Free J you don't know that he was taken by ambulance.
I don't know that.
That was you speculating.
I'm speculating. I don't know if he was taken by ambulance. I have no idea what happened. I have no inside information. Yes, we have a good...
It was bad.
We just know it was bad. There you go. I'm guessing he was probably taken away by ambulance, which would make sense if it was a serious health issue for a guy that's 75 and suddenly had to leave the game. Ayton would have missed, but Ayton with his own putback. And we'll plug this in a moment. We got the game to focus on. We got to 100 thumbs up before the half. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Hey, Cowboy.
Appreciate you guys sticking through this little small losing streak for the Spurs. Kellen for 3. Kellen's 3-point shot is broken. But for those of you that have been sticking around for years through this losing and staying with us here at TSR Sports, I appreciate that. Denny's for 3. I'm going to call him Denny's because, well, his name is Denny. Is Wemby only taking 4 shots? Jim, we should beat the Jazz. They're awful. And we should have Devin Vassell back. Spurs ball, Wemby near the elbow. Starts to drive, pulls a double team. They get it to Malachi, over to Champagny. Champagny, back to Malachi. Here's the 3. No good.
It's a shame it looked good going out of his hand.
July 26th, hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Michael, everybody that's in the game is on the right side of your phone or computer. This is on the court right here. Missed by the Blazers. Spurs get it up fast in transition. Malachi totally bricks a 3. And I just realized it's only a 2-point game. Jazz are in Cooper flag mode for sure. Darren, I don't know if they're tanking, but they're not good. An alley-oop to Ayton, and he dunks it. Wemby can't break it up. We got a tied game.
That's not what I wanted.
I agree, Benjamin. Blazers on a 9-0 run in the last 2.5 minutes. We're actually playing better with Zach Collins in there.
Get his ass back on the court.
Wemby gets to the Keldon in the paint. Keldon with the layup, good. Keldon's 2-point game has been very good. His 3-point game has been very non-existent. 56-54 in a tight game, and it is empty at Frost Bank Center. There's a lot of empty seats. A lot of empty seats. Wow. Simons will drive. We'll pass it out for 3. That long arcing 3 is no good. I'm not sure. I think that was Kamaru shot that. It is Spurs ball. Keldon will bring it up for San Antonio. We'll pass it over to Blake Wesley. Have we seen Chris Paul really in the second quarter?
A little bit in the beginning.
A little bit? Not much. Maybe the Spurs are looking for more up-tempo offense, which we talked about earlier in the stream. 6 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Malachi's going to drive into the paint. Tries to squeeze thread the needle pass to Wemby. Instead, it's a turnover. Jamaican, good evening to you. Mr. Z, what's going on? Marmalades, I don't think we'll see Duke Jr. tonight. Paul's taking a shot? Wow.
We'll be going over the stats in a minute.
Yeah, we will have the stats in a minute. Denny's gets fouled, going to the line for 2. No shots by Chris Paul. He's been doing really well scoring lately and efficiently. I'm surprised to see that Wemby enough is not enough to fill the seats. Alex, I'm actually surprised too. He's not though. He's
not when you're losing.
Not when they're losing, exactly. And not when he's not playing great either. First free throw's good. The Medicare guys in Texas, good evening to you. 56-55. We might have a tied game here in a moment. July 26th, we do need his scoring. And no, you're right, G. I'm not big on Duke. Missed the second one. Keldon with another board. And, well, we'll go into the second half with a 1-point lead.
Yay!
Joshua, good evening to you. We got a lead. Ola Zaneb. Sorry, boss, we're not going to get anything for Zach. John Lou, this was around this time last year we started that 18-game losing streak. The worst stretch we've ever had on this channel by far. That was
awful.
Those seats can't be going for much. All right, the Texan Spurs comes in. He says, TSR, show the game.
Sucker!
Jazz are beating the Bucks? You got to be kidding me. Wow, the Bucks really suck. I mean, seriously. They can't beat anybody. Even we beat the Jazz. Come on, man. This is a showcase to see if we should trade for Simons. I don't think we're going to make a move for him. Worst stretch in Spurs. Actually, yeah. The 18-game losing streak was the worst streak of Spurs history, right? What about the weekday games of the Celtics, Lakers, Mavericks? Do they have more fans attending? I would think probably. Yeah, I would think so. Sohan getting hurt, not having Devin, not having Trey. Triple H is putting work in tonight. Dude, Victor needs to just take a few games off and sleep it off. R33 only is going to do that. Christian, yes, I have noticed that. He's taken 4 shots, none for apparently for Chris Paul. And yes, the Bucks on a free fall. They have 2 top 75 players. Definitely 2 top 20 in the NBA currently. The entire pregame radio show is dedicated to the Spurs and Wemby turnover issues. It hasn't been bad tonight. No, ultimately, I'm not going to say Wemby's trash now. Come on now. Let's not get carried. Brazy Baby says, let's go Blazers. Thank you for stopping in. And I think I saw somebody put a plus-minus in the chat, but I lost it. I wanted to read that. Oh, Planet put Collins is plus 15. Wemby is minus 14. What's happening?
Okay.
Wow. I don't know. Let's go to the stats. I got a fly in here. I've been getting flies coming to my house randomly, which is weird. Connecticut in the fall, there's got to be something dead outside or in the lights drawing them in. I've never had an issue. There's nothing in the house. I searched the house. There's like no food. There's no poo. There's no nothing. Poo? Yeah, I said poo. Poo does, fly. Shouldn't. Kamara having a rough night.
Dear God.
0 for 4. Oh, this is why the Spurs need to bring the Silver Dancers back.
No kidding.
Kamara with 0 points on 0 for 4 shooting. Grant with 12. Villa with 9. Ayton is really having a big game. 8 of 10 from the field. 17 points. 4 boards. Simons with 5 points and 4 assists. Off the bench, Klingon with 0. He's 0 for 2 from the field. Does have 4 boards, a steal, a block, an assist, a turnover, and a foul. So really got the triple singles going. Shaden Sharp with 5. Barton, 0. Scoot with 7. Taking 8 shots already. He's 3 of 8 from the field. And Rupert with 0. The Blazers have only 6 turnovers. I got to feel like they're beating us in rebounds. They have 22. We have 21. It's the offensive rebounds? Yeah. No, maybe not. 8 to 2. They are killing us on the offensive boards. For our Spurs, Julian Champagny with 6 points. He got off to a decent start, but I don't think he played much in the second quarter. Harrison Barnes with 7. Victor Wembanyama, 6 points on 2 of 4 shooting. Made his 1 3-pointer, 2 boards, 1 assist, 2 steals, a block, a turnover. That's right, in 15 minutes, 2 rebounds. His rebound numbers have just collapsed. Chris Paul, 0 points, has not taken a shot, 2 assists, a rebound, and a turnover. That's all he's contributed tonight. Okay? Stephon Castle getting a start again, having a much better night. 6 points on 3 of 5 shooting, 3 assists, no turnovers. He is over 2 from 3, so the 3-point shot has been just non-existent for him.
One of those was from the half.
One of those might have been from the half court at the end of the first quarter. Zach Collins is actually playing well tonight. He's got the best plus-minus on the entire Spurs roster at the moment. He's got a plus 15, 3 of 4 from the field, 7 points in only 8 minutes. Wemby with a minus 13, Collins with a plus 15.
That's crazy.
I don't think I probably won't utter words like that again anytime soon. Mamu came in and hit a 3. Kellen Johnson only 3 of 7 from the field, but rebounding like a beast tonight. He's got 9 points and even dishing the ball a little bit. He's got 2 assists to go to 6 points. Malachi Brandon bringing some scoring off the bench, 9 points. And Blake Wesley having probably his best half of the year. 13 minutes, 3 of 3 from the field, so he's got 6 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 1 steal to no turnovers. He's leading the team in assists. Blake, motivated tonight and having his best half by far. Hopefully he can keep it up in the second half when we get there. So let's get back to the chat and we'll chat it up. I think I missed a high in the chat. I probably missed a lot of things in the chat.
A lot of Wemby hate.
Hello, Pedro. Thank you for stopping in. I said it a few days ago. Wemby ain't himself, and I can't see it getting any better. He doesn't seem himself. Something's
off.
Victor seems exhausted, not playing with intensity, possibly. Brothers, CP3, I imagine he'll start the third quarter. 3-point line. I don't like Wemby living on a 3-point line, Jamaican. I don't. Joshua, I did forget. It should be noted. Zach Collins was a lottery pick for the Portland Trailblazers many moons ago.
Really?
Yeah. Had a bunch of ankle injuries and ankle surgery and just never really became anything. The Spurs got him on the cheap, and he's not horrible. I don't think Spurs fans like the contract he has for the production we're getting.
Not for the production you're getting.
I think Victor stays up all night playing Fortnite with his buddies from France. Wemby is a defensive player of the year candidate. Absolutely free, Jay. I agree. You know, one thing Wemby does little to no wrong with is his defense, but teams are starting to game playing better against us. We do need more scores. Agreed, 100%.
Yeah.
No, Dad, it's not easy for Wemby to gain weight. And you don't want to rush gaining weight when you're 7'3" on that frame. No. We should give Wemby a 3-week leave of absence to work on his stamina. Dude, the NBA would find the crap out of him if they just rested him for no reason. How can you be exhausted at 20 years old? Wemby doesn't make sense to me. At 20, I could and more. You're right, though. It does seem different from last year. Spurs need some new staff, new style game. This is not 2000.
Do you think it's possible the Olympics broke him?
The Olympics broke him?
He was so devastated at losing.
Well, I will say this. If losing the Olympics devastates him and destroys his confidence moving forward for the rest of his career, which we're overreacting with that thing, but if it does change his play from this point on, then he was never the guy.
Agreed.
Because to be in the NBA, you have to, to be a sports athlete, you have to be extremely mentally tough because you're going to lose close games. You're going to have the opposing team hit a grand slam off you in the bottom of the 10th and lose World Series game 1. Of course, the Yankees lost the whole World Series.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I think that's what happened. I'm just wondering.
He does seem, he's settling around the perimeter much more this year. Well, Jay, go Spurs go from the Philippines to you.
He wasn't great at the beginning of last year either.
Omar says, F it, tank for Cooper.
No.
His playing time's only increased like a minute and a half a game, though, hasn't it? Free J, ooh, that's a rough one, but that is... Wemby losing the Olympics and taking toll mentally would equal a Ben Simmons mentality. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. He was slow to start last year.
He was.
His three-point shooting was better than it last year at this time than it is right now.
Agreed.
Granted, well, you know what? I was going to say, started last year was a Jeremy Sohan point guard experiment. Yeah, I was going to say, Michael, he's not playing a ton of minutes more than last year. He was at, 29-something last year, and now he's at 31.
He was on that minutes restriction for a long time, too.
He's not playing much more, though. He averaged 29 minutes a game last year. He's playing 31 now. Are you telling me a 20-year-old can't handle a 2-minute increase?
But at the beginning of the season, he was on a minutes restriction last year.
I don't understand what your point is.
So if he's averaging...
He averaged 29 minutes last year, and a good portion of the beginning of the season, he was on a minutes restriction. He wasn't on the minutes restriction and around the second half of the season, which means he was playing more than 29 minutes per game. And he's playing 31 now, so he should not be tired. I don't know what you're trying to say.
He may just be a slow starter.
Okay, there you go. Sorry, I'm like, what are you trying to say?
I don't know, I'm sick.
Her math was not math in there. Am I right, guys?
I don't know why you leave me alone.
You brought it up.
You know, it made sense in my head.
Well, maybe this will make it easier. Let's do this. What do you think of that? Easier now to listen to?
What are you talking about?
Oh, somebody said I'm hard to listen to, so I figured I'll make it easy by timing them out for 24 hours. Then they won't want to be here, hence, therefore, I go.
Did they maybe just mean that...
Carlos Jeter, como está mi hombre? Thank you for stopping in. People need to stop talking trash about Wemby. No one knows his heart and what he thinks. Leave Wemby alone. Wow, look at Carlos standing up for the Wemby grandma. He better drink some coffee and wake up. There were no excuses before social media. This is true. Thank you, Max. Appreciate it. And the Jazz are only up by 4. Well, J Money, you saying there's a chance? We are still in halftime. I'm going to put up the third quarter just to be on the safe side. I'm going to do a little stat checking on Wemby. Charles Bassey's not playing tonight. Big Brody, depending on which side you look on, I'm either wearing a Chris Paul jersey or a Kelvin Johnson jersey. Take your pick. Trade Collins for Bronny? No. Is Jedi in the chat? I don't see Jedi in there. I thought I saw Preach Jedi, but I don't see Jedi in the chat. There you go. To be clear, we love Wemby. We just want him to be in the best position to excel, which is not the case at the moment. That's fair.
That's very true.
I want to check something on Wemby. I'm curious. All right, let's look at last season. 2000, which was in... Ooh, that was a season. Can I see his splits? I can see his splits. Okay. Pull up the splits real quick. All right, so before the All-Star break, Wemby was... Because we're talking about being a slow starter. Before the All-Star break, Wemby shot 47% from the field, 32% from 3, 81% from the free throw line. Played 28 minutes a game, averaging 20.5 points, 10 boards, 3.2 assists. Post All-Star break, about 46% from the field, 33% from 3, 77% from the free throw line, 32.5 minutes a game. He's actually playing less minutes a game than he did post All-Star break last season. 23.5 points a game, 12 rebounds, 5.3 assists. So if he's playing 31 minutes now, he shouldn't be tired. He played more minutes. He's 20. I know he's a giant. Maybe that weight gain is really screwing him up.
It might be.
We're not training for Bronny, by the way.
Oh, hell no.
Is Wemby not shooting because the Spurs don't pass to him or because of his decision making? John Lou. I mean, I don't want him out there just chucking threes, but yeah, he's definitely taking a lot. He's definitely less aggressive tonight. What's up, Jay Wild Uno? Thank you for stopping in.
We are back to back though. Also.
We are in a back-to-back. Oh, they only played. Everybody played under 30 minutes last night because of the blowout.
Yeah, it's
Elias, it's hard to tell if Mitch Johnson's doing a good job right now because he's missing 2 of his starters. And I think it's unfair to critique a head coach when his team's not at full strength. He seems to be doing a decent job tonight. The Blazers are not a good team. The way they lost to the Clippers, though, that
was awful.
it's a bad reflection on the team and the coaching staff. Losing Jeremy Sohan in the second quarter also did not help. Bobo, and we're not getting Bobo.
Andy, who is correct.
I wasn't huge on that alien commercial. Miss TSR liked it. I was just like, okay, it's all right. I guess I'm in the minority that I didn't love it. LeBron was not putting up 25 games his rookie year. He was putting up 27 a game his sophomore year, though. Oh, Para agrees with me. I think you got it right, Rich. His weight addition is probably the cause of this. He was already so stamina-wise last year, so surely adding weight did not help. Yeah, his stamina was not great at times last year. And adding, what, we think about 15 pounds? Is that the word? Maybe 20? That's probably messing him up. Rich saying my job killed me. A lot of customers talking trash. What? About your bank? Next time, get a seat somewhere behind Sean Elliott. Me? Well, next time I go to a game, sit behind Sean Elliott?
That'd be funny.
Medicare, Sohan's at the game. He's wearing a cast. He's got the thumbs up cast. No idea how the surgery went.
Did they do the surgery already?
Yeah, I think so. He's in a full cast. I can't imagine they put him in full cast. Well, maybe they would wait on the surgery. But if you're in a cast, I would assume his thumb is set.
They probably need to repair it before it starts healing.
I have no idea. I've never broken a bone, knock on wood. So I don't really know a whole lot about that.
That's a weird one to break, too.
That 3-point attempt by Grant's no good. He's got the headband power tonight. And it is Spurs ball after the miss. Stephon Castle's going to take a quick 3 in transit. That was an air ball by Castle.
That was a stupid play.
Wow.
That was a stupid shot to take.
I don't understand why he just ran up and launched a 3.
Dumb.
Especially without how bad he is shooting. I know you guys say keep shooting to get better. Do it in practice. That's essentially a turnover. Ayton's going to throw up an air ball. Back-to-back air ball 3s.
All right, Castle pushing it out.
What in the what? Barnes going to drive. We'll dish it out to Champagny. He'll launch a 3. He'll show you how it's done. Back-to-back air ball 3s. Our shot selection is definitely sketchy at times. Denny in the paint. We'll get it to Ayton. I thought he was going to shoot. He didn't. Then Ayton over Wemby, no good. A fight for the board and another offensive rebound for the Blazers. Our defensive rebounding is
Garbage.
our boxing out. Simons for 3, no good. Another offensive board and a block by Wemby, but the Blazers get the ball. Oh, nope. CP3 will get it. Jeez. Castle way out on 3-point land, gets over Wemby. Wemby's going to take a straight-up mile-long 3 in and out off the top of the backboard, and no good.
He wasn't even close to the 3-point.
No, he was like 5 feet behind the 3-point line. Don't need an F-bomb on the stream. That's a layup for the Blazers. Nice job by Simons getting it over Wemby's outstretched hand. Are we third in rebounds, John Lou? We're not in offensive rebounds. We're probably third in rebounds because the other team's taking 2, 3, 4 shots, so eventually we get a defensive rebound, and now a turnover by the Spurs. Blazers trying to get in fast break and transition. Grant with the runner, tied up 59-59. William, I don't know how he's not getting 10 boards a game. And Michael Thomas says, oi!
Oh, he's right.
Castle in the paint. Actually, he'll kick it out to CP3. Over to Champagny, open corner 3. Good!
Champagne.
And 1! Chance for a 4-point play.
I'll take that.
Solly's only taking 2 threes tonight. Andy who says, I hear a voice from heaven.
Aww.
That's a sick Miss TSR off in the corner. Not in the corner, but... Purple? I guess so. No, I thought he'd be averaging at least 12 boards a game this year. Lately, his rebound numbers have tailed off big time. Are we 13th in offensive rebounds? But what about teams against us? Missed free throw. Nobody puts baby in the corner. She's on the more to the side. She's not alone. She's got company with her. Ayton with the ball in three-point lane will drop it off to Simons. 5 on the shot clock. Simons guarded by Castle. Now switch. Takes a 3. 3 is no good. Champagne will grab a defensive board. And to get it up the court, they might have numbers. Nope. Castle's open for 3, and he's not going to take it. Because he probably shouldn't. Gets it to Barnes. Barnes will drive. Bit of a Euro step. Throws it up. Back rim, no good. Gets his own miss. And Champagne's now going to launch a 3. Back rim. Another offensive rebound for Harrison Barnes. Wemby's going to take a 3. No good. He's shooting those threes like 3 to 4 feet behind the line. Step up a little. Make it easier. Ayton pull-up jumper. No good. A fight for the board. Offensive rebound for the Blazers. I guess neither team's defensive rebounding now. Ayton's going to score in the paint, and the Spurs are going to call a timeout. 1-point game. Steven Z with the $2 super chat says, "Go Spurs, go." Thank you, Steven. Steven, I think you were one of the ones I missed a super chat from in that Clippers game. So my apologies. I hate missing super chats. It was really late. I don't want to make excuses, but it was late. I was going over the box score, and you did it while I was going over the stats, which means I can't see the chat when I'm looking at stats. And when I came back, YouTube didn't show anything like I missed anything at the top. I scrolled up a little bit, so my apologies, but I did not miss that one. The Spurs arena is empty, Carlos. Doja, what's going on? The War Hookies, too many spurnovers. Oh, don't say that. If I was 10 feet tall, I promise you I would be in the paint. Yeah, me too. Oh, Raymond called him Brichter. Not Victor, Brichter. That's harsh. Christian, he's starting off slow. Black Panther Jeter, she's not feeling well. I don't know what training Wemmy did in the offseason. Don't know what trainer he was with, but it's time to fire him and do something different. Ouch. French bricks. Arena's empty because everybody passed out from the gas leak causing the air balls. Jay goes Spurs go to you. Look, we're up 1. We're up 1. Shooting threes at the logo like Steph. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sleep on that, but anybody. Carlos says hi, by the way.
Hi, Carlos.
Nobody should be shooting threes from the logo except for Steph Curry. Let's be honest. Because if you do that, then the coach will bring you over the court and do this to you. Oh, I was going to do a cheap plug alert. So, Cowboy X Factor mentioned I Like Crap yesterday, which is the second YouTube channel for TSR Sports and no sports content.
New video coming out tomorrow.
New video tomorrow. I guess this might be sports related. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about Hulk Hogan's Hulk Rules by him and the Wrestling Boot Band. It's a musical album where Hulk sings and raps. He raps. So if you want to catch what that's all about, make sure to subscribe to I Like Crap. I dropped the link in there. Having a lot of fun on that channel. And that episode should be something special. Champagne, 12 points. Everybody else, 9 and below. Oh, yeah, Hulk sings, William. I just finished uploading tonight. Didn't hit any copyright. We've got a lot of clips from the album, so if you've never heard this, it's worth checking out. Also, some classic WWE themes to show you how it's done right. I had a lot of fun with that one. I do use a script for those, so I know what I want to say, but I ad-libbed a lot more and just tried to be myself, so hopefully that comes through in the video. Spurs ball up by 1, 8:12 to go. Champagne. We're getting into Wemby. Wemby in the paint. The little jumper is good. Macho Man is the greatest rapper of all time. I will be covering that album in the future at some point, too. D-Generation X. You should do a relationship channel? Teach you I don't have any game. Champagne corner 3. No good. Castle with an offensive board. Kicks it out to Barnes for 3. No good. Another offensive board. Nope. Actually, the Blazers got in the one. I thought that long rebound was ours. 64-61. Grant out on three-point land. Will start to drive on Barnes. Just going to pull up for a long 2. No good. Gets fouled. Going to go to the line for 2. This TSR live stream is brought to you by the thumbs up button. Absolutely hit the like button, Free J. Indeed. A relationship channel, though? No. No. Never. I remember, Rich, when you opened a guitar session and start singing for us. What a great night.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
I have brought my guitar out once in a while in halftime. Wemmy stats: 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 1 assist, 1 turnover. I mean, that's not horrible. Playing it. The rebounds are astoundingly low. Although, I mean, Champagne, he's playing better than last year. This TSR channel is brought to you by Sprite. Obey your thirst. Harrison Barnes will drive into the paint, and it's going to get knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Spurs. I don't know if I would do if somebody like that offered to sponsor the channel. Like Sprite or Coca-Cola or somebody huge.
I don't think you'd do it.
It needs to be a product I would use, and I don't really drink soda. I do at Hooters once a month. Trade Wembanyama. Come on, Joshua. The Nacho Man. I remember that. Is this a... No, Spurs ball. Okay.
Oh!
Wemby is flopped. Wemby flopped. Him and Grant are wrestling a little bit. Is this a jump ball? It is a jump ball. Or is it an inbounds pass? What's going on here? So confused. Starbus, I don't think we're the worst since 2015. It's got to be the Pistons. Just an inbound pass. Just Wemby and Grant really going at it. And now a whistle. A foul on Grant? Yep. That ain't no well, I don't know. They didn't call a foul.
Grant got in there with his shoulder and his elbow before he went down, so it might have been a flop, but it was instigated.
An instigated flop?
Yeah, I mean, he really, it was a little rude.
Wemby at the line for a free throw. Was there a T on that one? And Wemby has been a phenomenal free throw shooter this year. The fact that he's not getting to the line 10 times sucks. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate your understanding. I felt so bad because it turned out I missed yours and 2 other people's that night, and that crushes me because I almost never, ever miss Super Chats. So note to myself, 10:30 games, don't be tired, I guess. Look at the ball into Wemby, up by 3, 65-62. Grant on Wemby again, whips it out to Branham. That sentence did not play out the way I wanted it to. Branham for 3. Wemby is shooting phenomenal from the line, but he's just not getting there. It's a very small sample of Kokoshibo. You didn't even catch what I said, did you?
What?
Yeah, the chat caught it.
What
I said about Wemby's pass.
What'd you say?
I said Wemby whips it out to Branham.
Oh, I heard you say that.
Oh, okay. That's a 3 for the Blazers. Another foul on Grant? No, it's an offensive foul.
If you'd said he whipped it out for Brandon, I would have been a little more disturbed.
That's a foul on Wemby, so him and Grant are going at it. Blazers ball, 3-point game. Wemby whips it out. Ayo! Marco, we're going to have a second score when Devin comes back. Simon's runner, no good. Wemby with the rebound. Maybe Wemby will start playing angry. Get some fire going. Chris Paul, I don't think he's taking a shot yet. Gets it to Wemby. Wemby fakes the long 3. Dribbles through his legs. Gets it to CP3. CP3 is going to take off into the paint. Out to Keldon. Keldon for 3. Thank God.
I'd like to see that lead open up a little.
Keldon's 3 shots been really rough this year. And a steal by Champagnie. Under 6 minutes to go. Spurs up by 6. I gotta think Zach Collins will be checking in for Wemby at the next stoppage.
I would think so.
CP3. Pull up Jay. It might be his first shot, and it's no good.
Wemby just looks like he's getting pushed around a lot.
Bonnage Keldon. I hate that nickname, by the way, for Keldon. For the record. Zach, what's going on? And a bucket for the Blazers, 71-67. Thank you for stopping in. R. Nasty has a broken thumb. That's a true story, Alex. Very true. Brandon will bring it up for the Spurs, up by 4 with 5:11 to go. CP3 is going to launch a 3. All right.
Well, if he's only going to take one shot, that's the shot I want.
He's been shooting threes well this year. 5 minutes remaining. Blazers ball. Denny starts to drive, drives on Wemby, runs in the paint, runs right back out of it. Gets it into Ayton. Ayton double teamed. 3-second violation. Wemby, did he call for a sub-flexor? I mean, he's at the 7-minute mark in this quarter. He's played over 7 minutes. So he's usually out by then. Can we get Keldon to wear fishnet? No.
That's not a good look.
Yeah, CP3 for 3. There you go. Each team has 9 turnovers, so the Spurs doing a much better job protecting the ball than they have been lately. Zach Collins checks in. And that's the only substitution. Zach for Wemby. CP3 fakes another 3, gets it to Champagnie. Champagnie's going to take off into the paint, and he will get the layup. This is the biggest lead of the game for the Spurs, I think. 9-point game.
Champagnie's having a good game.
Champagnie is having a good game. Simon's way out in 3-point land, guarded by CP3. Takes off, gets by him, gets in front, gets by Zach Collins, and gets the wow. Nice drive. The Blazers just 69 to 76-69. I am not brought to you by State Farm. I would not want to be sponsored by an insurance company. CP3 loses the ball over the midline, but no, all good, all good. We have a whistle. I don't know what it was. It may have been an offensive foul on Zach Collins. We're up. Granted, it's a bad team. Offensive foul on Zach Collins. Stupid screen. TSR brought to you by Geico. Oh boy, now being brought to you by everybody. Blazers ball. Simon starts to drive, throws it out, scoop for 3. 4-point game. Getting close again. Blake Wesley's checked in for the Spurs. He's going to run the point. Turnover Spurs. Oh. I guess that 3-pointer was a 2-pointer. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Going to stay with the Blazers. Champagnie, the only player been trying to give a damn. Wow. TSR channel brought to you by Skittles. Miss TSR had Skittles tonight. Oh, that ball's out on Scoot Henderson. Champagnie never touched it. That's a horrible call. That just Scoot Henderson just lost the ball. Spurs should challenge this. Oh no, it's just Spurs ball. Did we even need to challenge it? Spurs ball. That was completely off Scoot Henderson's. He just had I don't know if he was trying to dribble behind the back, but he just threw it out of bounds. Malachi Branham with the ball for San Antonio. Over to Zach Collins for 3. TSR brought to you by the New York Giants. Zach Collins. Is Zach Collins outscoring Wemby? I think he is. Veronica says, spike the like. You know, if you don't know how to spike the like, let me show you how to do it. I don't know, but the thumbs up is a way you can sponsor the channel for free. If you would like to be official sponsor for TSR, actually rock the thumbs up. I'd like to get to 150. So TSR stands for the Sports Reaction Borgathon. When I originally started this channel in 2019, it was called the Sports Reaction. And as I started to kind of, it was like over the next year, I'm like, this isn't just a reaction channel. And there's nothing wrong with just reaction channels. An offensive foul on the Blazers, Spurs ball. But there is a stigma around channels that are only reaction channels because your whole channel is based on somebody else's content. I mean, you could say, well, your whole channel is based on, the Spurs, but I am doing something. I'm doing original. I like things in original play-by-play. The entire channel is not based on showing somebody else's work product. TSR stream is brought to you by Veronica. Nice. Basel, maybe back Saturday, Mo. Hopefully back Saturday. I need some eye drops. Where are my eye drops? My eye drops over there. So what's the sports reaction? And I was like, you know what? I don't even really do. I mean, it is a reaction that I'm doing, but I'm calling the play-by-play. I'm not just sitting here, ooh, ah, wow.
You said ooh, wow.
Well, you know, a lot of those music and movie reaction channels, that's... TSR brought to you by Suck It DX Chop. Oh my gosh, we're still going through here. TSR brought to you by Tim Duncan Donuts. So I decided to change the channel name to TSR Sports a year in, maybe, and kind of stuck with that since. Because everybody was calling me TSR anyway. Nobody was calling me the sports reaction. They were just calling me TSR. Less reaction, more response. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, D-Generation X proudly presents TSR Sports. And, you know, we also have a lot of other folks contributing to the channel. Baby Coyote, Selena, and then I was going to grab everybody in one fell swoop. Look at this. Look at all the people here. This is crazy. Mikey, you can't see your face. Grogu, turn your head. There you go.
And don't forget the peanut gallery over here.
And the peanut gallery way over there. Who's on the floor now. TSR, that's some reality. Carlos says, I'm going to give you a Kawhi Bronny Westbrook jersey. That's a killer. I am a huge comic book fan. I have way too many. I'm not a big Archie guy per se, but I do own Archie comics like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures, Mantech, which is a toy back in the day, so I do have some Archie comics. Coming back from the commercial, the Spurs by 8, and they can legit get their 4th win of the year. I think it's very, very possible. Somebody asked in the chat if we can get 200 people in the chat. We have almost 300 people.
We should have more likes.
We should have more likes. We should be at 150, hopefully before the end of the 3rd quarter. You can make it happen. I'm counting on you. That's JL's big head now thinking, man, we'll just leave JL like this all night.
Yeah, so cute.
He's happy to be here.
Yeah. He's captaining the ship.
He is captain. The crazy thing, Free J, that line is often interpreted as, Luke, I am your father. It actually is, no, I am your father. Zach Collins with another bucket, 81-79. That is Jean-Luc Picard. Here's his little Star Trek thingy. That's JL.
That's JL.
Brought to you by Plush Toys, right?
We have a lot of toys.
Oh, that's an absolute monster dunk by that guy, because I was looking away. That is Professor X as well. That is a good point. That is Charles Xavier. You should have killed me when you had the chance, Charles. Malachi Branham for 3. 11-point lead. Biggest lead of the game.
Woo-hoo.
Under 2 minutes to go.
No, we had a bigger lead in the first.
We had more than 11?
We had 12.
We had 12? Ah, dang it. They just said biggest lead 11.
I'm pretty sure we were the first one.
The announcer just said biggest lead 11.
I could be wrong.
You're probably wrong. Are you sleeping on the Hulk?
He's a pillow.
Okay.
It's a little weird though. My head is on his crotch though.
No, it's not. Your head's on his head.
No, his head's over here.
Your head's not anywhere near his crotch.
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
Ooh, super chat.
We got a super chat from Andy Who, $2 super chat. Super chat for the TNG swag. TNG, what's that stand for? Oh, the next generation. I got it. I didn't hear you say it. I got it before you said it. Thank you. We got a lot of different swag here. 2 free throws for Jeremy Grant. First free throw. Oh my gosh. I'm a little tired tonight. First one's good. Who's back in? Klingen's back. Oh, Donovan Klingen's back in. Made both. 9-point game. Minute 45 to go.
They look really exciting.
Keep Wemby out for the rest of the game. He's overrated. Jeez, Ultimate.
The Wemby, you know, his next game he's gonna get like 30 points and he's just shut up.
Wellesley's going to drive baseline. Reverse layups. No good. Going to get fouled. Going to go to the line for 2. Yes, let's hold this lead. Can't believe I'm saying this. Comics. Michael, I love comic books. Incredible Hulk is my main guy. Second, Spider-Man. Third's Wolverine. I've got a lot of them. Tied for the biggest lead. Okay. Saul77 says, at least it's not midnight. Well, I'll second that. Wesley got the line. First free throw's good. 7 points now for Blake. A couple substitutes. I think Klingon came out already.
He just came out.
Wow, he didn't play very long. Wet Banana's back on the court. Jay, good evening to you.
I agree. I want to see more Mono.
Colin is playing well tonight. I can't. You can't knock him.
I can't be mad at him tonight.
You can't be mad at his performance. Wesley makes them both. Wesley arguably having his best game of the year.
Yeah, seriously.
Wemby has 2 rebounds. 2? How? Scoot Henderson drives in the paint. Nice layup in traffic, or nice layup. Getting by his defender. 77-86. I think that's Kelman on him. How does Wemby have 2 rebounds? You think he'll just accidentally get rebounds just from his height?
Right?
Blake will drive, gets into the paint, and almost turns the ball over. Dives to the ground, and there's a fight for the ball. We're going to have a jump ball. Oh, does he have 4? He doesn't have 24. Wemby has 4 boards. All right, that's still low, but it's twice as many as 2. He has 4. John Loop, indeed 4. I see a lot of folks dropping 4 in the chat. Yep. Yeah, Mr. Fourth Quarter William, is that what you're trying to say? Jump around for the jump ball, that's appropriate.
That's a great song.
And the Blazers easily won that. Delano Banton, I guess, I don't know his height, but Wesley didn't even try. John has an interesting take. The hard thrust of this issue with Wemby is that he's too tall to dribble around defenders and not strong enough to get past defenders.
That's true.
In some cases, yeah. Spurs get up the court. Kelman for 3.
Nice.
Kelman's found his 3-point stroke a little bit. Thank goodness. 12-point game.
We need him to keep finding.
Largest lead for San Antonio. Kelman with 12 points, 9 rebounds, 1 rebound short of a double-double. I feel like he had 9 rebounds in the first half. I think he had 9 rebounds. Pull-up J from the elbow is good for Banton. And the Spurs can hold. Cage is looking pretty handsome, huh? Brandon will drive in the paint. Little delay step and gets the layup. Half-court 3 by the Blazers. Not even close. All right. 12-point lead. The offense is looking good. And I can't believe... I never thought I'd say this, but the Spurs are up by 12, and Wemby only has 9 points through 3 quarters. 9 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. It's a team effort. And you know what? If it's a team effort that gets his team wins, so be it.
That's what we need.
Team greater than the individual player.
Yes, always.
Let's get the fourth quarter ready. And we can beat the Jazz. So we can get back to 500 if we win this game. No reason to think we can't. I don't know if Lauri Markkanen's back yet for the Jazz. Well, I understand the Jazz are beating the Bucks tonight because the Bucks are a disaster. We're almost at 150 thumbs up. We're just short before the... Can we get to 150 before the fourth quarter starts? If you've been hanging out tonight and you'd like to be an official sponsor of TSR Sports, you know the deal. That's all we ask for on this channel. I will never, ever, ever ask you guys for money. I might tell you Spurs merch is out, but I ain't going to tell you to buy it. You're not going to have a TSR code. Hopefully not a TSR code. I don't want to get involved with that. Oh, here's the thumbs up thing. Whoever it takes Medicare for our double-double guy. Update, Bucks up 81-72. That is appropriate. They should not be losing to the Jazz tonight. Our little baby Groot. He's going to come say hi to the camera. I am Groot. Boop. He doesn't really have a booper. Between those two, Attitude Era. It's not us, the fans. It's the media, and it's far. Oh, I thought one would be 25-10 this year. I did. Did it, 150 likes, nice. I thought Wemby would be 25 points, 10 rebounds, about 4 assists and 4 blocks. Is it unreasonable, though, as a fan to expect your franchise player to be better from year 1 to year 2? I don't think so. Zach is playing very well. He's increasing his trade value. Joanne, I want to see the team develop. I said before the season started we would win 35 to 40 games. If they win about 35, so be it. I don't want to see them win 22 again. The ultimate goal for me as a Spurs fan is they play competitive basketball, don't lose games by like 30 or 40. Wemby gets better, the rest of the team grows, they're competitive, and then we have a late lottery pick of our own, and then we pull an Atlanta Hawks and go all the way up in the top 3, preferably number 1. Turnover Spurs, and a fast break layup on the other end. I think that was a turnover on Wemby. Spurs have 5 offensive rebounds. The Blazers have 12, and Miss TSR is passed out, for the record. Harrison Barnes drives in the paint, misses the layup, and another whistle. Last year, 8th place in the West was 49-33. No, I don't think we're going to do that. Big Brody, no. We'll be fringe play-in, but the West is so stacked, I don't think we make the playoffs or the play-in. If they do, so be it. Not likely. Stockton alone rolling, what? Harrison Barnes at the line for 2, makes the first one, 92-81. It's going to go Spurs go up there. Upside, competitive throughout the year, no serious injuries. Great year 2 by Wemby. We see Sohan. So upside, Joanne, is like seeing how Sohan was developing until he got injured. We want to see Jeremy develop. We want to see Devin develop. We want to see Wemby develop. If we're still losing games because we don't have all the right pieces in, okay, so be it. But we want guys to get better from last year. And if guys are playing the same or regressing, then that is not good. Upside Cooper flag, nice. Wemby averaging 27. And he's got a long way to go to get that points per game average up. Foul on the Spurs, 2 free throws for the Portland Trailblazers. And that is, what's his head again? Banton at the line for 2. Sophomore slump is real. It is. And showing Sohan on the bench right now, man. He was really playing his best basketball. And this a fluke thumb injury trying to get the ball from James Harden. Harrison Barnes with the ball right now out in 3-point land for the Spurs. 11 minutes to go, 9-point game. Sandro Mamakelichvili's check in for San Antonio. CP3 also in there has the ball right now, guarded by Ayton, so a mismatch. Gets right around him, whips the ball over to Mamu. 4 on the shot clock. Mamu back to CP3. CP3 is going to have to force a 3. He's going to force the 3. He's going to miss the 3. Banton with the rebound. Banton will bring it up for Portland. Drives on CP3, gets in the paint. Blocked by Wemby. No. Not in my house. Wemby down the other end. Euro step in the paint. Layup. Rolls off the rim. David, I would love to see Castle and Wemby closer to the league average of 3-point percentage, because right now they're way below it. Ball went out of bounds. It's still the Spurs ball. 10.5 to go. Branham over to Wemby. 10 on the shot clock. Wemby with a little bit of a step back 3. Not even close. Shannon Sharp, runner in the paint down the other end. Good. 7-point game. Carlos, are you going to go to a Spurs game? That's awesome, and would it be your first one? Reach and foul DeAndre Ayton. 10 minutes to go, and it's a tight one. 7-point game. And a technical on Ayton. We'll take 3 points. Christian, they do look. Wemby looks off. He could be tired. And Bargathan, says he's 2 steps from the basket at all times. Malachi Branham is hurt. A little bit of limping. Chris Paul at the line shoots the free throw good. And Branham's going to the locker room. Say what you about Malachi Branham, but he's been playing decent. And we can't afford to lose another player. Dylan Castle's been okay. His 3-point shooting's been dog poop tonight. Collins has been fantastic. Never thought I'd say that, but Collins is outplaying Wemby tonight. Not shot blocking wise, but offensively he is. Travel. Turnover. Barnes would have traveled. Veronica, I'm not sure where you're going with that. Branham rolled his ankle. Bringing the ball up, rolled his ankle. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue. And we Max it, don't say that. Come on now. Sorry if I'm losing my voice a little bit. We had the game last night too, so back-to-back. And Mama, what a huge block. Back-to-back, tiring out old TSR's voice. Thankfully, there's no game tomorrow, so I'll be able to rest. That was a great block by Mamu. Trey Jones sprained his ankle, Cash Blue, in game 1. Was deemed out for 2 weeks, so he could return, I'm guessing, some point mid-late next week. But sprained ankle, so he's been out. Wide open 3 for Banton. No good. Fight for the board. And Mama will bring it down. It is Spurs ball on the run. Castle brings it up for the Spurs. Gets to the Barnes. And they'll toss it back to Mama. The offense will reset with CP3 running the half court. CP3's actually just going to launch a 3. No good. Mama with the tip rebound to Wemby. Wemby with the elbow shot. No good. Grant pulls the rebound down for Portland. Scoot Henderson's on the Portland Trailblazers. Apparently he's playing bad this year. Grant for 3. Bounces around. It goes in. Timeout Spurs. No news on Pop Milo. No idea. SA Spurs balling. I don't think City Sissoko's coming at this point. He's not coming in late. No way. Timeout. 5-point game. 9 minutes to go. Is Branham leading the team? And he just jacked up his ankle. Dragon, we are hearing Vassell could be back Sunday, and we need him back. We do need him back. We need somebody that we need a scorer. Kokushibo, a lot of people miss Doug McDermott. I know Veronica's one of them. No way we lose to the Blazers. Uncle Vic, when you say stuff like that, that's when we lose games to the Blazers. I don't think Ginobili's coming to the NBA. I think his days are done. Anyone else concerned by the fact that Wemby only has 9 points against the sucky Blazers? Holistic? I thought he would play a little better. And Roy, he does. He missed looking at Ducky. He's off to a slow start. 3 more rebounds from Collins. Or 4 more points from Castle. I don't think you're going to see other ones. Can they go 110-110? You mean like a point over under? Not looking good. Dougie's with the Kings, isn't he? I think Don McDermott went to Sacramento. Andrew, Miss TSR is not well. She's actually passed out on the floor. She's literally passed out on the floor. She's out. That's what I did. We were trying to figure out what I did last night. Miss TSR said that I scared the crap out of her dog. Like, I actually woke him up and scared him.
It was thunder.
It was Thundercats. Oh, she just woke up. It was a Thundercats ho. Oh! I'm not going to do it now. My voice is already a little rough. That was a good one. Ron Artest on Wemby? Minix time. There you go. Trade a couple picks to draft Becky back as coach. Bear's here, Andrew. He's actually walking in now. He knows we're talking about him. Where are you, buddy? Hey, you. When Wemby had his 5x5, Miguel had on me.
Oh no, Mike, I'm so sad.
No, she can't wake up. Bear, hey, Bear, say hi to the crowd. Say hi to everybody, Bear. Say hi, buddy. He walked away.
Did you not come to check on me, Lobo?
No. Bear's just standing looking around.
It's because you were talking about your Thunder Castle.
McDuggies, I like that. Why don't your dog go and get a drink? Spurs shooting 54% from the field. The Blazers are shooting 47%. The Blazers do have 1 million offensive rebounds. We are at under 9 minutes to go. The Spurs are up 93-88. 5-point game. Can we get out of this 2-game losing streak? Wemby is not on the court. So, oh, wait, yes, he is. My bad. Barnes for 3. There we go. 96-88. A nice little run would be, I could take a 5-point run to extend the lead a little bit. Anthony Simons from the free throw line. No good. Wemby with the rebound. Militano, he doesn't have a lot. He's got 12. Well, and now he nails a long 3, so I don't know. Those long 3s, sometimes he just drains them like that, and other times he just clang, nowhere close. Quick layup for the Blazers down the other end. 99-90, under 8 minutes to go. Wemby's going to launch another mile-long 3. Front rim, no good. Barnes with the rebound. You get into Castle. Castle in the paint. Air ball, fouled, going to the line for 2. Wet Bananas is such a confusing player, right? I'm still not a fan of those 3s 5 to 6 feet beyond the arc. Why make them harder? Bucks up by 14. There you go, Jay Money. You're going to win your second game of the year. You're going to double your win total. Wemmy's on the court, but seems like he isn't. Huh. Yeah, kind of at times. Yeah, the logo 3s. We don't need those. Zach Collins checking in for Wemby. Kelvin coming in too. Honestly, I just want Wemby to shoot more shots. Kokushiba, I'd like him to take better shots. Better shot selection. Shots that have a higher percentage of going in. That's all. Exactly, Planet. The long pull-ups are not needed. If he's wide open, of course, take the shot. Castle's other free throw is good. 11-point game. Trying hard to be Steph, yeah. Ben Yoda, a lot of people still want to trade Kelvin. There's a large portion of the Spurs community that want him gone. Shaden Sharp with the ball. Speaking of which, Kelvin is on him. We'll dish it to Kamara, and he gets the layup easily in the paint. The bench has been outplaying the starters in some ways, though. So, play him. Spurs have 31 assists tonight to the Blazers 21, and another foul on Castle. I don't know when Wemby's best 3 percentage is, Kokushibo. We're not playing a good team, Jawan. So, I mean, there's that. It is a back-to-back. That's true, Flexer. Although the starters came out relatively early last night. Arjun, no news on Coach Pop. Nothing. No idea. Just still out indefinitely. And that's all we got. Spurs ball. Blake Wesley out in three-point land. Starts a drive. Gets in the paint. Throws it up off the glass. Nice. Blake Wesley's easily having his best game of the year. Jacob, no. Devin's out today. He might be back Saturday. Simons for 3. Swish. We will win more games than last year. We have to. We cannot be less than 22. My God, no. No. 37 more likes, 200. I like that, Free J. Let's get to the 200. Keldon with a runner in the paint. In and out, Burger. Does get fouled. We'll go to the line for 2. 103.95. 2 free throws from Keldon coming up. I'd like to hit 200 thumbs up tonight. That sounds good, Free J. 200's a good number. Especially if the Spurs win. Which I'm hoping we do. What's it look like? What?
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
I think what's going to happen, Arjun, is when Devin Vassell comes back, Stephon Castle's going to go back to the bench. And it'll be Wemby, Champagnie, Barnes, Vassell, Paul. Wemby's absolutely still defensive player of the year caliber for sure. And William Kellen's market value is not very high right now. Trading him at this moment doesn't even make sense. Ginobili just dunked recently, Inca. I think it was last week or was it earlier this week? They showed Ginobili dunking. What's that? It was this week. Why don't you go to bed?
I'm going to bed.
Okay. You sound totally out of it. We are in a timeout. I'll take B out before I go to bed. Nice. You know, look at the lineup that's on the floor right now. Champagnie with 14, Castle with 8, Collins with 12, Johnson with 12, Wesley with 10. Everybody's chipping in tonight. I swear Johnson had 9 rebounds before the half, and he's still sitting at 9. I don't think he's grabbed a rebound in the second half. Which sucks, because he should have a double-double by now, but he can't find that that last rebound. I just got an AI summary of chat after refreshing it. Did you, Borgon? Elephant, I have no idea who the center is for the Warriors these days. Kellen's on a friendly contract. Almost no trade value. Yeah, I mean, I'd keep him. Like and sub if you're new and have not. Best Spurs community on YouTube. William, I can't argue with that. You guys are awesome. Folks are saying to help you feel better. Get some rest. She's out. She's done. Yeah, if you're new here, this is a sports channel, obviously. It should be very obvious who I'm rooting for. It's the Spurs, clearly. So if you're a Spurs fan looking for a place to hang out during live games or place for update videos, or just a Spurs community in general, would love to have you join the channel and hit the old subscribe Rooney. We also cover other NBA things here and there. I do cover the New York Giants, even though they stink. Also, I'm a musician, so the sports music playlist is on here on the front page. Got another cover coming out about Wemby. A cover of a song about Wemby, and I really like how... I think it's going to be a good one. I'll leave it at that. It'll be a surprise. All right, Adriel, Triple H is getting a lot of work tonight. The game, because you asked.
Sucker!
The Twig, I think at least one of them will be gone. I wouldn't be shocked if either one is gone. Or I won't be shocked if both are gone. By the way, Chauncey Billups is the coach of the Blazers. Oh, you didn't know? Flexor, it is 18. I don't know about the exception because I'm stuck with that stuff with NBA, the CBAs and stuff. Kelvin, the contract I think drops to $17.5 million the next 2 years. It's a descending contract instead of ascending. Ben, I do make music. I'm a musician. If you go to the front page of TSR Sports, the very last playlist is TSR Sports Music. I won't put up anything else on this channel that's not sports music, but I've done songs. I did a Rage Against the Machine cover of Killing in the Name of, Wemby in the Name of. There's a couple Giants songs, a couple Spurs songs. I Love Christian Press song. There's a UFC song. The last song I put up was Why Do the Giants Suck? Because I can't answer it. Long three-pointer down the other end's no good for Portland. Stefan Castle with the rebound. Gets it to Blake Wesley. Wesley will sprint up the court. We got Wesley and Castle out there. All right. They played some of the preseason. Let's see if it works. Gets the ball into Collins. Collins in the paint. Off the glass. Good. Zach Collins is playing good against the team that drafted him, I believe, they're 9th or 11th overall many moons ago. Simon's now with the ball for the Blazers. 11-point game. Zips it over to Banton. Banton's going to drive baseline. Layup is blocked by Castle. Spurs ball. I said blocked by Castle. Keldon in the paint, and he gets rejected. Collins gets the ball back. Out to Champagnie for 3. No good. And Keldon's going to get that 10th rebound if he was missing it. Spurs ball still 10 on the shot clock. 5.5 minutes to go. 106-95. The Spurs are in the bonus. Wesley's going to fly by everybody. Gets it to Castle, and Castle throws down a hammer.
Thunder! 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 Dome of justice!
You guys couldn't hear it, but I said Castle throws down the hammer, and out in my bedroom I heard, yay! Simons drives in the paint. He's going to get fouled. Arjun, I don't know Sohan's natural position in college. I think it's small forward, so a power forward would be what we need. And doesn't Cooper Flagg play power forward? Just saying. Just saying. I will say this. Castle's three-point shot looks like doo-doo. Or his at least ability to make them look like doo-doo. But holy moly, can he throw it down. Toby, at his height, though, he should be our best rebounder. Right, Homer? Ride or die. Yeah, here's a Go Spurs go for that Castle dunk. Thank you, Yodi. Sandro? It's Sandro Mamakhelishvili, also known as Mamu. Gawala, he does have a good basketball IQ. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to make rookie mistakes, for sure, but he's got good basketball IQ coming into the NBA. Zach Collins with the ball right now, gets over to Kelman. Kelman thinks about it, 3 pulls it down, gets it back to Zach. Zach over to Castle. Castle's going to drive. Mid-range jumper, in and out. A fight for the board, and Ayton will steal it away from Kelman. Not steal, just rip the ball from Kelman. And now deflection by Wesley. Spurs on the break. Castle gets into the paint. Out to Kelman for 3. Air ball. Kelman wants the foul, didn't get it. That shot was way off. I wonder if he did get hit. Grant down the other end, no good. And a foul. I mean, that Kelman 3 was way, way, way off. Cooper's a small forward? Well, never mind. Miss TSR is doing push-ups as Rich watches the game. No, she's not, Brita. She is not working out. And yes, Mamu's name is extremely similar to Manu. Two free throws coming up for Portland, and it's still anybody's game. Grant misses the first free throw. Cooper is like Wemby. He's positionless. Okay. Castle gives you SGA vibes. If Castle can develop into an SGA type player, watch out the rest of the NBA. What's up, Vixo Trimmer? Thank you for stopping in. Spurs trying to end their 2-game skid and beat the Blazers. 10-point game. Cash Blue, I mean, 1 in 14 probably. Well, actually, it's worse than that based on the percentages. Castle from the elbow. Okay. Jean-Pierre Murray loved that shot when he was here. I'm fine with Castle launching those and making them. Who's going to win? I'll tell you who's going to win. The team that scores the most points is going to win the game. I guarantee you that. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Castle hair is actually cool, and there's the pineapple. Castle with a higher ceiling than SGA. We got a ways to go before we get there. Ripa, good evening to you, and let's go. Portland playing for Coach Pop. Okay. Indeed. 0 turnovers for Castle? Lights out, good evening to you. 8 Spurs in double figures. CP3 only has 3. Well, Abel, hey, whatever works. We got to make sure that the Clippers at least make the play-in. If they're, you know what? The Clippers draft pick is unprotected. Could you imagine if the Thunder got another lottery pick? That would be, it feels like just unfair. I do, Joshua. I really do. Hopefully Vaseline dude comes back soon. Robinson, Duncan, Kawhi, Manu, Tony, what? What are we doing here? Robinson, Duncan, Kawhi, Manu, Tony versus Wemby, Cooper, Collins, Devin Castle. Who I got? Arjun, honestly, I got Wemby, Cooper, Collins, Devin Castle because David's over 60 and Duncan is almost 50. Kawhi can't even play right now because of his knee, so it'd be a 4-on-5. So I think the young guys would win. Just because a 5-on-4 against retired players seems kind of unfair. Get off my cup, fly. Gotta fly in my house. Keep getting... Yeah, whatever. Steal by Julian Champagny. 110-98. Chris Paul will bring it up for the Spurs. We got Paul, Champagny, Wemby, Keldon, and Castle on the floor for San Antone. Looking to get their biggest lead in the game if they make a bucket. Oh my gosh, it is so empty in the arena. Castle drives in the paint, throws up a tough shot off the rim, no good. Ayton down the other end gets the ball stripped away from Chris Paul. Turnover, back with the Spurs. Under 3.5 minutes to go. Wemby way out in three-point land. I thought he was going to launch a 3. I really did. Gets it back to CP3. Looking for a pick and roll with Castle. Yeah, no pick, no roll, no screen, no nothing. Gets it over to Wemby. Wemby stepped out of bounds. Dang, the second time he's done that today. Mackay, his shot blocking's been on point. That's about it. He's having a rough game offensively. Very rough game. Sure did, the Twig. Sure did. Aiden's going to drive in. He's going to throw down a huge monster dunk. Dunk's only worth 2 points. 3 minutes to go. And timeout. Timeout, Mitch Johnson. Every time the Spurs call timeout, I want to say timeout, Pop. That would not be accurate. Definitely not a timeout, Pop. He's not here. Wemby tonight, 4 of 13 from the field, 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. 2 of 6 is actually going to improve his three-point percentage, but only 2 of 7 from two-point land, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. I think he's got 3 or 4 blocks. A team effort tonight. Chris Paul only has 4 points on 1 of 4 shooting. Castle with 12, which I think is a career high. Castle 5 of 10 from the field, 0 for 3 from beyond the arc, which means he's 5 of 7 from two-point land. So 2-point shooting is very good tonight. Champagnie with 14, Keldon with 13 and 11, so a double-double from him. Everybody's chipping in. And you know what? If that's how they're going to win games this year, so be it. Take what we can get, right? Although there is a team tank who wants us to win none. I can't say that I don't want the Spurs to win games. That's not my blood. I saw a YouTuber that I've worked with before put up a video that should the Giants lose Sunday in regards to draft position, and I can't ever root for my team to lose. I just can't. I don't want the guys to develop a loser mentality where it's just okay to lose. Greg, yeah, I do too. Whoops. Whoops again. So used to saying timeout, Pop, and haven't said it in a while now. Spurs ball up by 10, under 3 minutes to go. CP3 will get it into Wemby. Wemby with a beautiful bounce pass to Castle, and Castle with the layup. There we go. Chris Paul. Castle having best game of his career, 14 points. Missed by Portland, and Wemby with the rebound. Wemby will bring it up. Yes, he will. Gets it to Champagnie. Champagnie over to Chris Paul. Paul's going to drive baseline. Out to Keldon. Wide open corner 3. Ugh, that was way off too. Champagnie gets the loose ball. Out to Wemby. 8 on the shot clock. Back over to Castle. Wheels it around to Keldon. Back to CP3 for an open 3. No good. Another offensive rebound for the Spurs. Okay, 10 on the shot clock. I guess we're just going to kill the clock now. Ball will be deflected out of bounds. It is going to stay with the Spurs. We have 8 on the shot clock with 2:04 to go. Give these some people some... Lakers are going to smash us. I mean, maybe. If Anthony Davis isn't playing, he's been dealing with an ankle injury. We can beat the Lakers without Davis. Clock running down. Kellen's going to drive in the paint. Throws up an awkward layup. He's going to get fouled. Spurs are in the bonus. 2 free throws coming. We don't want Bronny SJ. Maybe we can do this to the Lakers. Why not? Anything's possible, right? Calvin to the line for 2. 2 shots. We will, Steven. Calvin makes the first free throw. 13-point game. This is the biggest lead of the game. 13 points. Lakers are going to lose 4 straight. Who are they playing? They should rest Wemby probably at this point. We're up by 14. Good game for our Spurs tonight, Spurs fans. Everybody does want to beat the Lakers as dog catcher. You're right. Simon's going to drive to the paint. Passes it out. Grant for 3, no good. Ayton with the rebound, and now a foul. We should beat Utah on Saturday. We absolutely should. Lakers are playing the Sixers. Joel Embiid's not playing, though. The Lakers should win that one. Brita says, Wemby seems to step up against teams with perennial all-stars. I hope he continues to shine during prime time, not continuing his slump. I agree. I only can hope he gets better. 15 more thumbs up to 200. Let's go, Arjun. Can we get 15 more? I'm sorry, my voice is a little shot from the game yesterday. We are trying to call every Spurs game this year That will be a challenge. Stefan Castle with the ball. Gets it into Keldon in the paint. Keldon with the reverse layup. And I think the benches are probably going to empty here with about a minute 15 to go. Wemby is a 100 overall in blocking in 2K. I mean, he should be. Wait, what's this say? Lakers will win that game. Maxey is out for weeks. Oof, and no Embiid? The Lakers should win that. The Lakers will win that very easily. Let's get a Go Spurs Go up here. We are sniffing win, absolutely. I guess Maxey's hurt. Tax Brazilian Ghost, Go Spurs Go to you. Wemby with 12. Stefan Castle's outscored Wemby tonight. Castle 6 of 11 from the field. The only blemish is the 3-point shooting. He's 0 for 3. 14 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. He's played a solid night. His second career start in the NBA, and he gets a career high 14 points. I like it. I don't think he'll be starting Saturday if Vassell comes back. We shouldn't lose Mike. I'm always hesitant. Val Devil Go Spurs Go to you. Next time we will be live, by the way, will be Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. It's an early Saturday game. If Devin Vassell's back, we'll do the Baby Coyote giveaway that day. We're going to do the Baby Coyote plushie giveaway when Vassell comes back. Castle is looking good. Jesse? Showing a great ability to finish at the rim tonight. Wemby's still out there? Really? A minute to go? There's a foul. What? Why is Wemby out there? Nice. We got to 200. Why is Wemby out there? The game's over. There's under a minute to go now. They're not coming back. I see the bench now emptying. That 3 at the buzzer is good by Jabroni Walker. The bench is completely emptying for the Spurs. I'm shocked it took this long. CP3 out on the logo. Screen by Wemby. Another screen by Wemby. Wemby's open for 3. Paul's actually just going to pull up for 2. We're not going to get the substitutions in. They're not coming back in. Exactly. Stat padding. I know it's Jabari the dog catcher. I usually use the name Jabari's Jabroni. Please take it as just a joke. My man's doing something I can never do, and that's play in the NBA. And the benches are emptying out with under a half a minute to go. The Spurs will win tonight. Not a good Blazers team, but they are 3-5, which is the same record we have, right? They're 3-5. So there you go. Homer staying consistent with the 60 wins. Homer, by the way, you have been doing the 60 wins thing for well over a year. I want to take Carlos' advice. Homer, welcome to the Wrench Gang. Use it. Don't abuse it. Say hello to my little wrench. But you've been coming here for a while doing the 60 wins thing, so I'm very familiar with it. Missed both free throws for the Blazers. And the Spurs are probably just going to dribble it out. A win at home. And we can win Saturday. Flexer, that's actually pretty accurate. Good news, Spurs played good team ball. Bad news, another bad game for our star. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Standing ovation from the 432 Spurs fans that are in the crowd. That's a good game. 61 points from our bench tonight. The bench outscored the starting lineup. And Stefan Castle with the best game of his young career. That's certainly a good thing. 59 and 23, Jason. We're not winning 59 games. I'm sorry. I love our Spurs. I'm optimistic, but I got to be realistic. Matt the CTW, that is a W. So if you're heading on out because the game is over, please still hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. But we're going to go over the end of game stats because we're going to go over the end of game stats. We're going to talk about who did well tonight. A rough game for Wemby. I believe. Maybe not rough. The Bucks are going to beat the Jazz. They're up by 25. And the Timberwolves beat the Bulls 135-119. Wow. All right. So for the Portland Trailblazers, Kamara with 4. Rough night for him. 2 of 7 from the field. And Klingon and Castle are exchanging jerseys. No surprise there. Grant with 21 on 6 of 10 shooting. Also 8-11 from the line. A nice night for him. Danny with 9 points. DeAndre Ayton was very difficult for the Spurs to handle. 21 points on 10 of 15 shooting. 10 boards plus 2 steals and a block. And Anthony Simons with 19. Off the bench for the Blazers, we got a lot of players coming off the bench. Walker with 3. Murray, Reith, and Klingon all with 0. I didn't realize Donovan Klingon did not score. He actually didn't play a whole ton tonight. 12 minutes, 0 for 2 from the floor. 4 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover. Castle being interviewed right now. Awesome. Shaedon Sharp with 13 points off the bench. Very nice. Banton with a rough night for the Blazers. 1 of 8 from the field. Scoot with 11. And Rupert with 0 for our San Antonio Spurs. Julian Champagnie with a nice game. 14 points on 5 of 10 shooting and 6 boards. Barnes with 11 points and 7 boards. Victor Wembanyama, 12 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks. Did have 4 turnovers, but really was killing it on the defensive end with the 4 steals and 3 blocks. Unfortunately, another rough shooting night, 4 of 13. He did go 2 of 6 from beyond the arc, which actually will bring up his 3-point percentage. Chris Paul with a quiet night offensively, 6 points, 6 assists. And Stefan Castle with the best game of his young Spurs career, 14 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. No turnovers. Didn't have a steal or block, but no turnovers is very nice. Off the bench, Zach Collins was good. He was a plus 20 for the Spurs, 14 points on 6 of 7 shooting and hit 2 of his 3 threes, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, only 1 turnover. Did have 4 fouls, but overall a good night for Zach Collins. Mamu came in, had 3 points. Kelvin Johnson with a double-double, 17 points and 11 rebounds. Bassi played under a minute, and so did Sissoko, and don't even have any stats to read. Malachi Brandon with 17 points off the bench on 6 of 8 shooting, and Blake Wesley with arguably his best game of the year, best game of the year for him. 10 points on 4 of 4 shooting and 8 assists. Did have 2 turnovers, but still, that's a 4-to-1 turnover ratio. And didn't miss a shot, made both his free throws. Spurs win 118-105, improve to 4-5. And we can beat the Jazz. We can beat the Jazz Saturday. Absolutely. So, my friends, let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I missed some during the live last time I did stats. Just going to double check. Okay, nothing there. Good. I don't ever want to miss one of those again. It was a good game. We won. Or they won. I didn't contribute to the win, but the Spurs won, and you're welcome. And by the way, we didn't get to 4 wins until December 15th last season. We're 5 weeks ahead of schedule. Thank you, Carlos, and thank you, everybody. Appreciate you on behalf of the folks that aren't here because they're sleeping, but on behalf of the folks that are here, on behalf of myself, Selena, Baby Coyote, Headband Grogu, and there's a lot tonight, Lil Mikey, whoops, I covered his head, JL, and Groot. Oh, my voice is shot. I go, Jedi, what's up? Coming in at the end. Thank you for stopping, and thank you all for being here. But, as always, I got to close with this, even with a shot voice. What you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!